and welcome to the playoffs for the University Esports UK and Republic of Ireland Winter 2023 Valorant season. I am Divin, and co-casting today with me is Cubley. How are you feeling, Cubley?
I'm feeling quite great today, actually. I'm just excited to finally see these two teams play.
Yeah, same as well. And I think we're ready to get straight into it. To be fair, and we're ready to kickstart both of these teams. Ready for the game. We've got a best of three right now in the upper round two. We do have Blue Jays versus Roehampton Yetis. First map it is Haven, and then we're going to go into Breeze, and then after best of three, if it does happen, we're going to go straight into Ascend. How are you feeling? And I know it's a bit early to say, but who do you think is gonna take it home today?
Personally, I'm feeling the Blue Jays today. I can't lie. The Blue Jays, they've just been a team slightly longer. They haven't done much in terms of Newell or NSC, but I feel like they have a strong roster.
Yeah, I think as well, and we are ready to go straight into the agent selects. Haven has just started, and realistically speaking, we are going to see, of course, some on-meta teams. Of course, you are going to see the Sova and the Breach. Of course, they're more opting for more of a duo flash initiator coming in from Roehampton Yetis. Of course, you do have Blue Jays on the attacking side. But do you think both teams are going to pick more of an on-meta team, or we're going to see something different today?
Honestly, both teams right now currently hovering double initiator, so I feel like we're just going to see a standard composition.
I think so as well, and realistically speaking, I think everyone is used to that sort of double initiator. But seeing a Sky and a Breach, very heavy flash team. Of course, you do have the Omen as well, the Paranoia. It might be quite tantalizing to say the least. Seeing them on defensive side as well. Of course, Sova is more of a viable pick than Sky, in my own opinion. As we can see now, Ica's just changed into Jet. So you are right. We are going to see that double duelist coming through.
True, double duelist on the side of the Blue Jays. Unfortunately, not Jin on the Phoenix. I know you really wanted to see that, but maybe saving that for another map.
Potentially. And I think both teams, very ridiculously similar teams. We are going to see, of course, Sky, Killjoy, and Jet as sort of the similar picks. We see Astra. Of course, Astra is a very strong pick. The Omen is, of course, the sort of on-meta pick for this map. Sova, of course. So I do think from the attacking side, looking at Blue Jays, they've got realistically you've sort of on-meta team. You've got your info and your flash initiator. You see Roehampton Yetis going for more of a flash team. Of course, it is defensive side. That might be a bit controversial, to say the least.
Yeah, they have a lot less information, obviously, about the Sova. You don't have the dart, don't have a drone. That's a lot of info you're losing out. And is having, the extra flashes and the stun really worth it? I'm not too sure.
Exactly, and we're going to go straight into the first round as we are ready to kickstart the first round of the best of three. It is Blue Jays into the attacking side and Roehampton Yetis into the defensive side. And we're going to see more of a default setup to start off from Blue Jays. Going straight towards that mid position towards the B site. Now to the garage, it is that mood. We are going to see his smoke coming in straight as a dash in towards Breach. He's going to get one kill straight away, but I could get two in the meantime with Heckless as well. And there is a 3-on-3 situation.
Definitely using that early aggression to great effect. Instantly just taken out the side, but unfortunately getting flanked. And Ica getting taken down on flank. 2v3 situation here.
Ooh, and we are going to see Jen on the back side with against three people. Can he get more than one? Ooh, a bit of a
unfortunate spray.
Yeah, he's going to kill the Tory, but they're very low. He gets one. Oh, the timing is ridiculous as Patty gets one. And it is Goldo in a 1 versus 2.
I feel like if he's stuck with his classic day, he could have maybe even snagged another kill.
Potentially, but now they've got C completely clear. So Patty has got 1 nano swarm for the bomb as Heckles is planting, 68 HP. So it is doable for Goldo in this position. He's got a Paranoia, 2 smokes, and full armor to start this round.
The Paranoia is going to be big here, I presume. Unfortunately, misses, and they just easily get the cleanup.
Yeah, that is going to be the first round coming in for all Blue Jays. A bit of hit and miss, I would say, through the pushing garage. Of course, we did see
Mm.
Jet spraying straight towards Bridge, taking out Rudy instantaneously, and then Ica comes in and just kind of takes them all out. So yeah, first round for Blue Jays.
Most definitely. And obviously, Jet standard getting on site so quick. If the bomb didn't get caught out in C long there, they would have gotten the plant way faster and would have been in a way better position.
Exactly. And of course, we are going to see now a bit of a C push right now. And literally going straight towards it. He's going to get stunned. So Dashman does get one. He gets two. Oh, close to. Moles does get one through the smoke. So it is going to be a 3 versus 5. And you're really expecting Kubli. You're just expecting a cleanup at this point.
Yeah, it's just standard, better weapons, better utility, better armor. It's just a standard round. And also with the Sova, seeing both players on C, they knew it was a stack, so they instantly rotated. That's why Sova's so crucial. The information provided, just let them have a site for free.
Exactly, 100%. Having that Sova, especially during attack, is so crucial. Yes, double initiator, double flash is sometimes good, but unfortunately, it is not meant to be for this round, as it is going to be 2-0. Heckles might go down, and he does, but Moles does get the free frag, and it's going to be a triple kill for Moles, and it is going to be 2-0.
A standard round, only losing one player to the eco, which is pretty good. Essentially, they stacked C, and they didn't even get anyone there with the stack, unfortunately.
Exactly, but now we're going to see the operator already,
Ooh,
third
early
round. It's a glass cannon as well, so
glass
no,
cannon, no
yeah,
armor.
indeed. So it is going to be. Let's see how Ica is going to perform during this round because an operator he's going to play towards that A position. So I'm assuming Breach is going to stun and allowing Jet to kind of sort of push heavy, but it doesn't matter because everyone else is going towards that C position.
This team is just locked in on going C.
And it is, yeah, and they're already going starting strike. Jin gets one, but look where Dash Mood is. He gets one through the smoke. Zari gets one as well, and then it's going to be a 3 versus 4. Blue Jays have already got sight, and the bomb is down.
Rudy here getting spammed through smoke, unfortunately, but Sky is there to heal him up. A 3v4 retake with an op and no armor on retake, it's going to be very hard to pull this off.
I reckon a save, potentially if one more goes down, because realistically you're broken. But I
Oh,
said that, and Ica does get one, and they're going to go push through. Modi is through with the Phantom. Moles gets one, Modi does the refrag, and Rudy gets one, so it is going to be a 1 versus 2. Zara here to clutch the round, but Modi does get another kill, and it is going to be the first round for Roehampton Yetis.
I got putting his money where his mouth is. No armor, but no fear. Instantly peeking and getting that first frag, which was crucial for the retake there as they were down a player.
Yeah, through the smoke as well. Goes through the smoke,
Yeah.
kills him, then goes back. That is, I was about to say, that is brave from him, especially with Glass Cannon as well, having no armor to sort of support him. Yeah, bold play from Ica.
Yeah, when you're down a player, you need to get a bit more rambunctious. You got to get a bit more bold with your plays. You got to get something because you're down a player and you're just gonna lose the retake otherwise.
Of course, but now we're going to see a full buy coming in from Blue Jays, of course, from that bonus that they've won on the second round, sorry. So Gold are now with the
Mm.
Guardian, heavy,
Splitting
as
C.
that... Mm. And then it's going to be Jin getting sprayed through the smoke. Dashman's already on site, so Dakmund is already there. Jin gets sprayed through the smoke, but he goes through the smoke. Heckles gets one, but Golda gets the refrag. So it is a 4 versus 4 situation and a retake for Roehampton Yetis.
4v4 retake. As soon as I say that turns into a 4v3 with nice shots from Goldo. Nice headshot through the box there. Running out of CT, 2 players in garage, 3 players on site. Oh, they do aftershock. 2 people down. Mouse absolutely destroying the retake. Single-handedly kills both players. And Ica is stuck in C long.
Yeah, and it is Ica in a 1 versus 2. There is no way he's got a time and he's going to go back in. Yeah, that's a save
He's got to
instantaneously.
save. He's got to save in
Yeah.
this situation.
Miles there, beautiful double kill to secure that round, and it's going to be the third round. Oh, and he might die here. Ike is
Ooh.
so low right now. He's literally 5 HP, literally running. Ooh, a
Ooh,
beautiful
legs
hit.
them through the wall. One shot on both. Oh, Icon manages to keep the op for next round.
That is so close. One shot from any of those players, and either of them are down. But yeah, looking at the scoreboard right now, Miles is 6-2, so he's starting in quite strong for the Blue Jays. And of course, on the other side, we do have Ica with 4 kills. But again, we're early into the game. We've yet to see all of these players' potentials and potentially see how this game is going to turn out.
As you can see here, instead of opting for C, a heavy A push. No split, no lurk, no nothing. Just straight aggression.
Of course, you're going to see Dakmud with the blades right now, as Ica is going to go back after gotten touched by Sky's ult. Dakmud is so heavy right now. He gets killed by Modi. Modi's ready to get some more, as Heckles does get the refrag towards Ica. So Modi's such in a deep and bad position as Mouse gets the refrag, and then there's a 3 versus 4.
4 players running out of short. Just sitting right now, waiting for an opportunity, trying to get something here, see if someone pushes short for a weapon, perhaps. They're just waiting, biding their time, and now they're regrouping, ready to re-hit A when no one is on site.
Exactly, yeah. Breach and Q have already rotated, so Rudy gets that operator back from Ica, but realistically speaking, on an eco with an operator, unless you're getting a kill or 2, there's nothing that you can realistically do in this position to get back into the site, as the Skydog's going to go through the Trailblazer's going to get as much information as site is now clear.
No one is sight. No one poses a threat currently, so it should be a free plant here. Again, aftershocked. We'll be able to get out, I believe.
Yeah, very close though. Zari almost died in that position. Jin with a stinger, and the ult from Astra comes through. Oh, that's so boldy from Rudy to go through heaven in that position. I think for Jin, it's only a stinger though. Heckles gets a refrag. Jin gets 1, and it's a 2 versus 2.
What a blind! 1v1 situation here. Has Silver ult. Will back up for it, I believe. The tap goes through. Uses the ult. Connects 1. Waits it out. Actually cancels it. And walks down short. Don't know where they are. 1v1 turret spots him. Got the Silver scan ready to go. Jin gets off. Knows he's off. He knows he's off again. Peeks him anyway. Oh my god.
Yeah, that is a beautiful round from Miles there. Getting a triple kill to win the 4th round. And it's going to be 4-1. Miles on 9-2. A triple kill that round. But yeah, talking about Rudy there. Going in absolutely ham through the Astra wall. And absolutely kills Patty down. That's boldy, if I would say so, from a breach of an operator.
You know, it's honestly like he heard you. He heard you saying you need that 1 pick or 2 picks it up. He heard you, immediately picks out through the Astra wall and gets 1. That was honestly so bold. All of these players just have so much confidence, and I can see why.
Of course, you got to have confidence, especially in this level right now. Both teams have came through so far, and both teams are freshly new as well. So they haven't had them as much experience as you would expect to, and they're already doing an amazing job, especially Blue Jays, as they're 4-1 up right now. And hopefully, let's see if we can see more from Roehampton Yetis. We've only seen 1 round, realistically. Let's see if we can see more.
Doug coming in through B, spots, I believe, 1 player, a heavy mid stack at the moment. And I believe they are pulling out. They are walking away from... They're walking away from B, but they're walking up in mid. Get the 1 on the eco. Very crucial there.
Yeah, they're pushing very deep there, Roehampton Yetis, and they got 1, so they got rewarded. But look how fast they've rotated. So Jen's going to use the lockdown to get them off site. So they are going to get that bomb down, but they will need to retreat as quickly as possible, or else they're going to get detained.
On the eco as well. Oh, and the aftershock in the corner, so they can't hide there. They have to peek him. Gets the kill. An incredible use of utility.
And 2 players are detained as well, so only Mouse is available to try and win this round, and the defuse is already happening. So the second round, yeah, the second round for Roehampton Yetis has happened. So a very good thrifty for Roehampton Yetis, and a good round to maybe kickstart this comeback.
Yeah, very good indeed. They were playing with way worse weapons, but the utility usage just managed to bring them just over the tip there and win the round.
Yeah, can we talk about a quick fact? In the last 3 rounds, Mouse has had a multi-kill every single round in the last 3 rounds. He's going ham this game, I would say. 12-2.
He's definitely feeling confident. You could just say he got his, definitely, that's for sure. 12-2. An incredible performance so far. I just hope he can keep it up.
100%, and hopefully he can keep this up as 7th round does commence. Goldo and Dakmud on that C position. Who's going to win the fight? Ooh. Goldo straight away annihilates Dakmud. Back to the lobby you go. And it is a quick start and a very good round to start for Roehampton Yetis.
a crucial pick. Duelist down, giving them way less options on how to execute a site because they're just slower. They just don't take enough space without the jet.
100%. But now Ica being so deep towards that A long position, allowing him to sort of now. But now, Blue Jays are going towards this B position. And it is just Jin alone. So now they've got side completely clear, but now the Rolling Thunder is going to come through.
Oh.
Jin gets one, Patty's down to the floor. As Heckles gets one, Jin gets another. A 3 versus 2 for Roehampton Yetis, as Ica gets 2 more as well. And a beautiful third round for Yetis to move closer to level pegging.
True, true. Ico with a nice clean Bri at the end. He was holding A long for quite a while and he didn't see no one cross. So the second that the other team used any sort of utility mid, everyone just converged on B and just used Rolling Thunder, as you said. Just use the stun, just use all of their util because they knew they were there. No one would have been A, no one would have been C.
Yeah, 100%. And yeah, what a good round for Roehampton Yetis. Jin and Ica, and a good rolling thunder from Rudy there to get basically everyone stunned in that position. So giving that assist to his teammates was a great ult usage. So going into the 8th round, and a heavy garage push there coming in from Roehampton Yetis. They've got side completely clear as now Roehampton Yetis are trying to play a retake. Blue Jays already on site, heavy now. So this is a 5v5 retake.
Southampton was quite happy to give up Seaside because they know that they have worse weapons. So if they do a retake, they should be able to come out on top.
Yeah, and it is going to be Jin coming in straight with a spray down, gets 2 kills. Dakmood gets gets killed from Modi. Zero with a double kill. Jin gets a triple. Mouse gets double as well, and what a ludicrous round. Back and forth, just spray downs after spray downs and trades after trades.
How did that end up being a 1v1? Wow, that was way closer than I initially expected.
That is ridiculous. He went from Mouse getting a double kill to Zari getting 2 kills with the Sheriff, waking up as well. But yeah, now it's level pegging, so now we're back to 4-4.
Back to 4-4. A great way to stop the momentum here, that's for sure. Valorant's a very momentum-based game. The second that they got those 4 rounds, 4-1, it was looking very dire. So the fact they got these 3 rounds, very important here in the first half.
Yeah, and especially looking at both teams' economy, realistically speaking, only Rudy has got the economy to buy the next round. So any team who loses this round is back to an eco or a half buy. Dakmood again, he's been really good at entry, just going heavy, creating space. He's not doing he might not be doing a lot killing wise, but he's going straight in and he's creating a lot of space. And that's especially what you want from a duelist.
Instantly, every single time they go near garage, they always break the utility there. It's very useful because it cuts info out from the defense.
Exactly. And Ica there got some tag towards Sova. And Dakmood again, he's so fast. He gets one towards Ica. So Modi is alone now, trying to see what he can do. Beautiful. Bazari gets the trade. So Modi's alone on site against 4 people. Patty gets 1. And it is a 4 versus 2. Mouse gets 1 towards Goldo. And it is just Jin in a 1 versus 3. And a beautiful round to get that confidence back for Blue Jays.
Most definitely. They want their momentum back and they wanted it now. And honestly, I think they got it. The buy isn't looking too good from the defense. Looking like one kind of hero rifle and then just a full save or some sheriffs.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, looking at the economy, Rudy can buy, and of course he can buy and still save for the next round. So let's see what can that hero Vandal do into the next round.
I hope to see something great here with this Vandal. It's honestly the only kind of play they have.
Now we're going to see that shorty in. So this is a crossfire. Are they going to expect a stinger and a shorty this close towards Garage? As Goldo is playing nice and close. So realistically, stinger in this position is very, very strong. 2 hits to the dome and you're done. But with the ult coming through, they both realized.
They know 2 plays are in there now since the shorty shots.
Oh, and Dakmo gets 2 with the classic!
With the classic?
What is going on? Rudy gets 1 back, and this is 3 versus 2. But how does Dakmood get 2 with the classic in that position as Zari goes through towards long? So Rudy there with that position. They get another 1-0. Oh, what is that kill?
Gets 2!
And in a 1v1 situation, Zari and Rudy. How does Zari get 2 in that position is ludicrous and out of this world.
That is ridiculous. Leave C as well, not even having it. Maybe flanking garage, but the play's already left to go long.
And Zara playing this to perfection. He's got A fully
He
clear.
had the read. He had the read. Goes straight A, knows it's clear.
And Rudy now, he needs to realize he's gonna spend valuable time trying to get to this A position, allowing Zari to get any way he wants. He's opting for hell. So let's see if Rudy's gonna clear all of his corners.
Mm. You know, a 1v1 against Astra, it's dangerous. It's scary because they can just stall you for so long with the util. So maybe he might not be careful enough clearing his corners.
Yeah, he's
Maybe
stomping.
that's the thought process.
He's stomping right now. But is he gonna check it? He is, yeah, and Ziri, yeah, gets the
Oh,
kill. The timing there, pulling his knife away, jumping across, and Zari with a triple kill to win the 6th round. And what a clutch as well.
an absolutely incredible 1v3 clutch from Zyri here. You know, the util to bait him out, think he's long. You know, he's playing the long game. He's Astra, obviously, he'll use a suck. Didn't clear the corner properly, pulled out his knife too early, and he paid the price for it. He really did.
100%. And it is going to be 6-4 coming in for Blue Jays. A good round nonetheless. But now, I would say it's been a pretty good eco anyways. We do remember that now Roehampton Yetis have got that financial stability to get all the guns sorted for this round. But it is a round that is detrimental as Ike and
Ooh.
Hecklers both trade each other. So it is already a 4v4 situation. Very quick 2 kills to start the round.
This is a very crucial round for either side. They just want their momentum back. Omen sneaking up. C Long. Look at the deep sneak that he has. He's in the corner. They might not clear him here, and he might get a free kill. Oh,
And he does as well. But Mouse had the idea that he wasn't incorrect. He had the idea, just bad crosshair placement, unfortunately, and bad timing as well. As Breach and Omen are looking to sort of push again towards this garage position. But yeah, Blue Jays are just looking to play slow and see if anyone from Roehampton is trying to get overzealous.
mm. They're grouping up, and I think they're heading towards A, which is the Killjoy setup. And against the Killjoy setup, even if she's not there, they're gonna get that info so early. Everyone's gonna rotate in time, and it's gonna be a pretty quick retake, I believe.
Yeah, and especially with a lockdown as well, you've got the ult for the retake
Mm.
as well. So having that piece of information and having that piece of YouTube, but anyway, it doesn't
Ooh.
matter as both lockdowns are going down. So realistically speaking, the attacking side are in a bad position because they will need to go back. As Jin is looking to just peek here. I don't know why. Very, very close, but he's going to get detained as
Oh.
3 people are detained. But looking at the time, do they have
They
time
won't
to
be able
plant
to
the bomb?
plant. No time. They can't plant. Oh my god, the Killjoy ult delayed them just enough so the plant couldn't go through. And they knew that. That's why
Yeah,
they stayed detained so they could stay there and shoot at the other team so they wouldn't run away fast enough.
that is a beautiful all coming in from Roehampton Yetis to get that 5th round. And yeah, it is going to be 6-5 and the crucial last round. This is going to be level pegging as close as, we've guessed it is. And we're going to see a
Oh,
timeout
and
now.
a quick
The first
timeout
timeout of this
coming
half.
in.
Let's see what Blue Jays have got to say, realistically speaking. Winning this last round will be a quick 2-round surplus, 7-5. So a good start, of course. On the attacking side, though, potentially you might want a bigger lead. Of course, you're going into the defensive side next next
Mm.
half, so it might be detrimental that if you do lose this round, that is going to be not in your favor to play on the defensive side.
Yeah, this map is very attacker sided. And the fact that they managed to snag 5 rounds on defense, they're looking very happy, to be honest, to switch over to attack, no matter the outcome of this next round. But obviously, if they manage to make it 6-6, that's going to be very good for them.
Yeah, I think if you're Roehampton Yetis and you were to win this round, you'd be very excited and very happy to go into the attacking, knowing that you've got all the advantage in the world, and especially going back into that sort of double flash initiator, having that Sky and Breach on attack could be very detrimental coming in into the second half.
Very true. I feel like they're just going to try to overwhelm with site takes instead of just defaults because they don't really have the info gathering to do it default correctly, I think.
Especially no Sova, no Fade, no
Yeah.
sort of information peeking. It is just going to be raw peaks, I would say, as Patty's looking to get heavy, trying to kill that turret as quickly as possible, but unfortunately gets no damage towards Jin. So it is going to be quite a slow one, but we say that. But Dakmon is
Walked into B.
already in B.
It's already in B, but decides to dash out. I don't really know why. There's no one really in B contesting him. I guess he just thought it wasn't a good take. It wasn't the right time. And decided
Of
to
course.
split off and do a C split. A standard they've done many times this half.
Yeah. And Dakmon going straight towards Garage with the rolling blade as Patty gets one towards Jin. And Size is almost cleared. Then it's a Kigoldo with the double kill. Heckles gets one back though, and it's a 3 versus 2. And a beautiful double kill for Goldo to get Roehampton Yetis close to that 6th round.
I don't think they're ready for the 2 players in long. No, they're not. Sova gets taken out. Shot in the back. Last player back sight. I don't think they'll be able to hold this. And it's over. It's 6-6. Evened up.
And yeah, what a round coming in from Goldo, I would say. Getting those double kills on site was so detrimental, knowing that Killjoy died very early. So getting those 2 kills and getting them back into the round is very, very important. So 6-6, both teams have switched now. And yeah, Roehampton Yetis have got all of the advantage in the world now. They're starting an attack now, 6-6. Get that pistol round, and they could potentially come into something great, I would say.
Being the Yetis here, I think you'd be quite happy, to be honest, to even it up and then be under attack now.
100%. And we are going to get ready to kickstart the second half. Again, looking at the scoreboard, Mouse, of course, 15-7. As a Sova, that is absolutely ridiculous. And he's the only one out of his team who's right now who's positive. So yeah, as a Sova, bringing his team up is very, very crucial.
Mouse has been a very crucial player in most of these rounds. A lot of them that have been won were because of Mouse.
Indeed, and we are going to see Roehampton taking a different approach to Blue Jays. Of course, playing very slow, but doing a bit of a split A. So now it is just 2 people on side. Patty's playing so passive that it has to be a 5v5 retake. Oh, that's smoke.
Oh, the smoke falling down. Was that intentional? I don't think so.
I do not think so. But they will need to compromise because, of course, Heaven is clear. Heaven is unsmoked. So Heckles has got a chance to get something done here if Goldo chooses to peek, and yes, he will. Oh, the damage is good. Patty gets one. What is that from Dakamund? He gets one through the box as well. And what is going on? A triple kill as well. And Dakamund is going absolutely insane. And the 7th round for Blue Jays. For Blue Jays. And oh dear God, I can't even speak. Dakamund, fully blinded, just flicks to the person, gets one through the box as well. And oh my days.
Dachman just absolutely deconstructed their team in front of them. While blinded, flicks off of the player in health, flicks back onto them, gets a one-tap, gets one through the box. Just great shots.
Oh, wow. The first shot was absolutely ridiculous. And a way to get them back into the game after they lost a couple of rounds. And especially on that defense, it is so detrimental to get that pistol round. And yeah, what a round from Dakmund. That is one for the books, I would say.
Most definitely Blue Jays here. They were really looking for some early momentum with that fast push onto A. Unfortunately, they didn't really get it, but they are getting a plant now down onto B. Extra money for the next round can never hurt.
Ike literally just walked in, planted a bomb, and dipped out. He didn't even do anything, didn't even shoot a bullet. He just walked in. No fear in this man whatsoever. Patty does get one, though. Modi gets one. So we got to be careful. This is the 4 retake.
Modi gets
Modi
two.
gets 2. And Heckles does get one back, so it is a 3v3. The retake should happen right now. Rudy gets one. Oh my God, look what's happened.
The missed. Oh, the aftershock missed the bomb slightly. If that hit, that would have been a way different round here. That's for sure. Moody does pick up the last 2 stragglers, but they've just already... The aftershock missing was just so disheartening to see.
But even being so disheartening, every single person from Blue Jays died in that round. Modi getting that triple kill at the very end, which means that looking at the buy, Blue Jays have got to save. And they have to save in the 3rd round. And that is not what you want to see.
Most definitely, as you're up against a very heavy rifle buy. Not really having the right weapons for the situation, but is going to be looking like a very fast C hit.
Yeah, and it is going to be Ica very straight away. Heckles and Zarya absolutely dead to rise as Patty gets two. Modi gets one. Heckles gets one as well. So these Sheriffs are doing the work. Goldo gets one back. So it is going to be a 2 versus 2. But looking where Jin is, he's in a 1v2 situation. So he's got the chance
Oh,
to win
Dakaman
this.
knows. Gets taken out. 1v1 situation. Oh, the crouch and the miss. That was so disheartening to see, but honestly, still a great save.
And dearie me, that's from a full save as well. Patty with double kills for the Sheriff as well. Heckles gets one. Dakmund as well. So close to getting those 2 kills with the rolling blades. And yeah, that is a good round, especially as they had no money going into the 3rd round.
Having no money and managing to kill 4 players there, even making Ica now buy a Guardian due to having no money left from previous round.
Yeah. But now, it is the first rifle round of both teams. Both have got the money, so now this is a very important round for both. Heckles just runs.
Oh,
Heckles is just
Heck was
running,
just
so
running down
Goldo.
C and gets taken out for it.
And yeah, Goldo literally gets the kill instantaneously, gets the heal back, and yeah, good round and good start for Roehampton Yetis.
Yetis seem to be favoring A here. The whole team is just ready to go. This is what I mean. They have way less info, so the defaults aren't as good, but the site takes are going to be just blitz fast. They're going to be super quick, flashes everywhere, stuns everywhere.
But
I don't know if they're going to be ready.
Dakmon's on site. Ica gets one traded. Moles absolutely gets obliterated by Rudy as well. He does get one in the meantime. But a 4 versus 2, and Patty is in this position. Got nothing to do, and Zari is going to support as well. So 8-8 as Roehampton is quick to answer.
Most definitely, the Yetis having an overwhelming amount of utility for site takes. They make them very swift. They don't slow down because they know that's what they need, the momentum with the double flash initiators.
Oh, Patty gets one, but that's a good stun. That's a very good stun from Breach. And Jin and Gola get the last 2. And then it's going to be level pegging again, 8-8.
The Breach is definitely showing his worth. That's for sure. The utility usage is very, very good so far. Apart from the one off the shock that was missed. Apart from that, it's just been incredible.
Yeah, very, very good utility usage. And you can see by his assists as well. 12 assists. And yeah, as a breach, that is very, very good. Of course, it's quite common that you see the flash initiators get a lot of these sort of assists. But again, you can see that he's doing the work and he's putting in the work as a support player.
Of course, now 8-8 evened out, but they are on a save, unfortunately. I don't know if they'll be able to hold a full B rush with the amount of flash utility that they have.
Yeah, Goldo gets one though, so Roehampton have already started very good as Patty gets one. Patty with the Sheriff. We have to keep him on. He's absolutely ridiculous with it as Goldo gets another one. So another good multi-kill, and the ult comes through, and we can see that 8 is clear for now. Moles is the only person on site who could absolutely do something. He was fully blind, by the way. Mouse, fully blind, gets one through. Modi gets one back, so it is a 3 versus 2. But again, these Sheriff kills are ridiculous.
Patty's still alive. Don't want to count him out. He's just locked in on the Sheriff. Absolutely incredible shot so far. Will he be able to pull something off from heaven? I'm just dying to see it.
Yeah, we do see a 3 versus 2. Unfortunately, Killjoy being solo, Patty on 28 HP, and Zari as well to support. Nothing really that you can do. Oh, beautiful with the Sheriff, but Jin and Modi get the last 2, and it is going to be 9-8 for Roehampton Yetis.
Roehampton Yetis making sure that a quick, couple kills from Sheriffs don't demoralize them. They're still, they're still there. They're still ready to do a site take. Even with Maul's absolutely disgusting shot while blind, taking out one. If he ever got the second, that round could have changed immensely.
100%. But now, this is the first time in this game so far that Roehampton Yetis have led. It's always been a draw. It's always been them losing a round or 2. But now, being on the lead must feel very good for their confidence, as Blue Jays is slipping down right now.
Apologies for saying Moody. It's Modi. It was a tongue slip on my end. I apologize. But back in the game, a quick dog here coming in from short, taking a lot of players from B to A. An A stack now with only one player on C, and that's what they were looking for, to be honest. Everyone's ready to do this site hit with only one player. I think he has to back away here.
Yeah, and it is Zari alone on site. So, ooh, that was really quick. And Rudy's going to go through.
Killed through the box.
And it is going to go through, and Ike has already gone on site. Heckles gets one back, and that's what you want. Perfect from Sky. Gets a kill, goes back. So it is a 4v4 retake for the Blue Jays, as Jin is already so deep. All the Trailblazers are beautiful. Dakmud gets one, Heckles gets another. So a 4 versus 2 now. Rudy needs to do something massive with gold, though, in order to get this round something to be told
in a
about.
4v2, they need a play here, and there it is. They get the one. Looking Garage gets taken out. Sadly, Goldo gets 2 in a 1v1 situation now against Paddy.
And it is Goldo, amazing double kill. Can he get a triple kill? The smoke. Goldo is not buying it at all. He literally knows it's happening, but Patty does get the kill. Much faster reactions, and then he's going to win that round. And again, level Peggy, and his Blue Jays get a 9th.
This game is so close. It's just a constant back-to-back. They're not letting the momentum of the other team just break their spirits. They're just always snapping back no matter what, and that's what gets us to 9-9 here.
But yeah, Goldo so close to that clutch there. He expected as well. He didn't even buy the stick. He didn't buy it at all. He was waiting for the bluff. But yeah, Patty was just too quick and allowed Blue Jays to get a 9th round.
Goldo knew what to do. They've done the correct play. Unfortunately, reaction time slightly might have favored Patty there, as he did manage to kill him in one shot, I believe.
Indeed. And it is going to be back into the 19th round, 9-9. Look where Dakmund is so deep with the operator. Misses the shot, though, and almost messes up the dash. Goldo could have a free kill there. But Dakmund is looking for more. So it is going to hold this position. But look where Roehampton is going. Heckles gets one, but he's about to get traded by Rudy. So it is going to be a 4 versus 4. And Mouse doesn't really have anything to say, as Modi is looking to get another one. A beautiful kill indeed. And it is Roehampton Yeti's sight in a 4 versus 3.
A 4 versus 3. They don't allow the plant taking him out. Now 3v3, 2v2. It's so quick, like I was saying. It's just back-to-back. Killjoy ult used as well to push him off of B, giving him the sight.
Yeah, and Modi is going to have that bomb, and he's going to plan safe for C long, allowing Goldo to play safe onto that C position. But he's looking to play very deep now. But the free take is already happening so quickly. Dakmund and Patty! And Modi! Beautiful lining up with a quadruple kill for that round. And it is a 10th round for Roehampton Yetis to go back into the lead.
I'm no doctor.
Just a technical spectacle here from Moody. A great crosshair placement and nice tracking onto the second player. Honestly, you just can't get better than this.
But yeah, Modi, what a round from him, of course, to try and get back into the winning ways. And it is 10-9 for Roehampton Yetis, and we are going to go back into the 20th round now, and it is an eco for Blue Jays. So now this round, realistically, you would expect an 11-9, but seeing these sheriffs from Dakmund and Mouse respectively, there won't be a surprise if they get thrifted.
Moving extremely aggressive, taking window immediately. Oh, pre-fired by Aiko though. He's not having it, and he's chasing him down. He wants the eco frags, gets free, but then taken out by Zyri.
And Ica just absolutely goes in and gets 3 kills, has no chill whatsoever, as Modi gets that last kill as well. And it is 11-9 and 2 rounds left to try and get the first round under their belt.
The second Ica got the pre-fire, everyone else just started booking it from window, but he chased them down. He was not letting them get away. And he managed to, honestly, single-handedly secure that round by getting that triple kill.
Of course, and yeah, what a round coming in from Ico. Of course, it is just an eco, but now this is a round that is very important for Blue Jays. They don't get this round, and they have to face 3 map points.
Very crucial round here from Blue Jays. Once again, holding A with an operator. Sees one, dashes forward, but manages to get out.
How is he alive in that position? How was nobody traded? The fact that Dakmund got a wrong input towards dash, towards foot, rather than to the right side, but still gets one for free. And now they're going to go straight away. So Roehampton Yetis are in a bit of a deficit as they're going to go through. Modi gets one. Oh, this is so awkward. Mouse gets one. Modi gets another. Golder gets one through. And Modi with a triple kill. And then he's Patty, but he is behind. One is very low. He's going to check the corner. No, he's not. Goldo gets the kill. And then it's going to be map point for Roehampton Yetis.
It's looking extremely dire here for Blue Jays. They need something this round, and I don't know what they're gonna get. A timeout is called, maybe a strategy discussion. They definitely need it in this kind of scenario because it's not looking good.
Yeah, just going back into that default, I think would slow down because you are as I said, you are looking at keeping that confidence. As I said, looking Roehampton, they're just going in. They're not even playing. They're not playing default. They're playing default for a little bit. They're slowing it down, but they're just rushing it straight away. So I think maybe switching some of the players around, maybe try and having that killjoy on a different site potentially, and maybe sort of stacking towards another side. Maybe playing something off meta, something they haven't seen before. Maybe just changing the whole game completely can potentially win them the round. But doing the same thing over and over again and not adjusting at all can be quite detrimental going into potentially the last round.
You're most definitely here. The timeout about to end. Both teams are just raring to go, to be honest, because honestly, something needs to happen this round. Something crucial.
Of course, and it is going to be 12-9.
12-9 here. Once again, they're looking for an early push, I believe, onto B. Everyone's stacked up into window, raring to go. The Yetis are just, they're really playing up to their strengths of their comp. They know they're really good at fast takes, and that's just what they're doing.
Of course, and we are going to see Heckles and Ica, of course, holding into Heckles is going to go that Trailblazer towards that mid position, but nothing to be said as Ica is looking to get anything towards that mid position. The Trailblazer again coming through towards that garage position. Modi seeing if he can get anything, but nothing, of course.
The
There's going to
Yetis
be
always show pressure before hitting a site anywhere on the map, just to kind of throw off the Blue Jay defense. And I believe they have done it again, as they have stacked C and B is just free to go into.
Yeah, they literally have got full B control and full sight as that Killjoy lockdown comes through. So they're going to get full side control. Mouse is going to kill that Killjoy ult, but that doesn't matter because look how deep Ica is. That bomb is going to go down, sorry, the spike. Miles gets one. Can he get another? No, he can as Goldo and Modi get one back. 4 versus 3.
4 versus 3 here. All players going out of garage. They need to play together. They don't have the best weapons. They need to look for something together. That's for sure. They need to just take a fight where they have the advantage in player numbers and just try and force a win out of that.
Yeah, and Yetis are looking like they're going to get this map sorted. But in saying that, Patty gets one as Rudy gets one back. So a 3 versus 2 as Zari is in a bad position as well. But looking at the timing right now, what can happen? Rudy uses a flash and goes around as Modi gets one. It is just Zari in a 1 versus 2. He needs to clutch if he wants to get it back. And Rudy goes behind and gets the last kill. And then it's going to be 13-9 for our first map. And yeah, what a ludicrous game.
Most definitely. The Yetis, you know, they weren't looking too good at the start, but then they just managed to find their momentum, to be honest. On attack, most definitely found the momentum very quickly there. As the team comp just kind of incentivizes that fast site takes that they just managed to do very well.
Yeah, and of course, seeing Mao's, of course, starting so strong as well. Again, his sheriff kills are absolutely ridiculous, and I think everyone that's even touched the sheriff in all of these, like in anyone from both of these teams, has just been immaculate. Seeing especially that triple kill from Dakmund, where he was fully blind, flicks into the person, kills someone through the box as well, and then gets another kill. I think that had to be the round of the game, I would say.
Yeah, the Sheriffs have definitely been surprising, always keeping us on the edge. You know, even though it's a save round, they always manage to get it very close, scarily close for both sides there. It's thrilling to watch.
Yeah, and I think that was the first map. That was Haven, and we are gonna come back now into Breeze, but we're gonna take a little break and we're gonna get ready for Breeze. So stay tuned for map 2. And welcome back to the playoffs for the University Esports UK and Republic of Ireland Winter 2023 Valorant season. It is Divin, and then of course my duo Casa Cubley. Yeah, we needed some time to recover from the first map. Of course, where Hampton Yetis took it 39. What did you think of the first game?
First game was intense, and it's just something I love to see. It's a constant back and forth, but at the end, Rampton Yetis just managed to keep their momentum just well into the last couple of rounds, and just did not let up on any of the side takes, and that's what eventually led up to them winning.
Of course, and yeah, we're gonna see now Breeze. We're gonna see Blue Jays' map pick. Of course, it was Haven, which was Roehampton Yetis, which they took it. I won't say quite comfortably. It was a bit of a close game, but then it kind of escalated at the very end, taking 4 consecutive rounds. But now we're going to see Breeze. Now, Breeze, very, there's been so many metas with Breeze, of course. The complete change of the map now and how it's been before and how it is now has completely changed the dynamic of what teams and what characters are going to be picked. What would you expect? What would you want to see, of course, from this map?
What I'd want to see and what I expect, honestly, a Viper is just still crucial on this map. I believe some may want to swap out for a Harbor. It depends on the style of the team. How they play, the play style. But honestly, a Viper is just a constant pick on this map, and I believe I will be seeing it here. This map
of course. I think we are going to see both teams picking Viper, potentially Mar going into a sort of like a double controller. So yeah, seeing what both of these teams are cooking, I would say, could be quite exciting to see, and hopefully we can see maybe some even off-meta teams, maybe some off-meta characters to coming in. We don't want to see maybe the same old thing, make it fun at least, I would say. And I think both teams are ready to kickstart as we're going straight into the agent selects. And I would even say, realistically speaking, even a Cypher as well. Cypher and Viper, I think that's like a really good duo, I would say.
Most definitely. Blue Jays once again opting for that Sky Sova standard double initiator. It's just standard. It's just what you know. It's what you do. But the thing about it is that Yetis, they still slammed through their team last time. So I'm really curious about what they're going to do now with double controller, it looks like, for Yetis, with Harbor and Viper.
But yeah, and you were right as well. You were saying it backstage. You wanted to see that Harbor and you wanted to see that sort of double controller. And we are going to see. But looking at Roehampton Yetis, they are starting an attack. But this is a very heavy defensive team. Heavy defensive side. Now, of course, with the double walls, it's going to be much easier to enter towards that A site than it will be on B side because of how close the choke point is. So A might be a bit of like more rounds going towards that site. Seeing from the Blue Jay side, they're opting for very close, basically the same comp, but rather than having a Harbor, we're going to see that server again from Mouse, and we know he was insane on the first map.
Most definitely. The Yetis here picking the Harbor, it's going to free them up quite a lot. Because whenever they put the Viper wall down, they don't need to commit to. They still have the Harbor utility to go to any site or anywhere they really want. And it just gives them way more opportunities on this specific map on attack.
But yeah, Roehampton Yetis are first map. They've won 39 on Haven, if you didn't watch that. But now we are ready to kickstart Breeze. Now, we haven't seen, of course, both of these teams play Breeze at all. So, again, this is Blue Jays' map pick. If Roehampton take this win, it is 2-0. And it's back to the lower brackets for Blue Jays.
Most definitely. I really want to see some more back and forth gameplay that we saw in Haven. Very competitive. And I just love seeing good games. Close games, not a stomp. It could be anyone's game from here. And that's just what you'd love to see.
Exactly, 100%. Seeing both teams clashing out and seeing how close of skill both of these teams are is very entertaining to see, as we are going to see a very heavy mid push towards for Roehampton Yetis, as Rudy is literally going straight towards his own orb through his own smoke. So they're going towards B, and it is just Heckles alone on site with Cypher, as that Trailblazer is going to kill that trap Rudy is going through as Ica gets heckled through and Patty gets one. So it is a 4 versus 4 as Patty's alone on site. Moles gets one, Modi gets one as well. So it is a 3 versus 2.
3 versus 2 here. Quite an interesting start to the match, that's for sure. Very fast paced, but the retake is coming in.
And it is already Moles in, getting straight away. There's a triple kill, and it is going to be the first round for Roehampton Yetis. And yeah, just a quick, sorry, Roehampton Yetis, Blue Jays, I would say, getting the teams mixed up. But yeah, just a quick round coming in from Mouse. Again, triple kills. We've said this so many times in the last game that Mouse is just a multi-kill god, I would say.
Most definitely. Malswell performance last game, he did not disappoint, and he's not trying to disappoint here either. A very quick start for him. He's just a very reliable player.
And he is. And now, we can see now Roehampton Yetis are going towards that heavy. Oh, Dakmon gets one mouse and Zari gets one. So yeah, just a quick cleanup as we are going to see Goldo and Jin last alive for Roehampton Yetis to try and get anything done. It is just classics for them. So it is going to be a quick rundown for Blue Jays. But yeah, just a quick round for them. And of course, you expect that from a full buy as it is just an eco, and you expect them to not get anything, I would say.
Most definitely. Quite a standard round here from Blue Jays. They never really showed their hand too much. They just played it safe and they just done what needed to be done.
And yeah, as you said, that Zari and Heckles gets the last 2 kills, and it is going to be the first 2 rounds for Blue Jays, as now we expect the buy round coming in from Roehampton Yetis. Now, 4 Vandals on stock for every single person in the Roehampton Yetis side, as Blue Jays are looking to half buy in this scenario. We do see some Bulldogs, some Guardians, Vandals, and a Marshal still for Dakmud.
The Yetis are really good at their early round aggression, and I would love to see some here. Maybe something towards mid. Early B aggression. It looks like a lot of players stacking up. They're ready to go.
And yeah, and we are going to see now a bit of a split towards that mid position, 2 towards mid and 2 towards elbow, to see if they can get any sort of information happen. Cypher is playing very, very passive aggressive towards that position as he gets one towards sight. A very quick kill, but look how the aggressive from Roehampton Yetis, they're already so sorry, from Blue Jays, they're already wanting to go in, trying to get as much information as possible, as Roehampton are slowing it down now. Jin gets one as well. So Roehampton Yetis with a good start to the round, as it is 5 versus 3. Miles in this position. Oh, the updraft from Ica gets one.
Over.
And it is 5 versus 2. Zari gets one back as well. And it is a 4 versus 2.
4 versus 2 here. A quick take from Yetis. This is what you'd love to see. The aggression mid, it really did pay off. They know how to play up to their strengths, but Dachmund is not letting this round go freely.
And yeah, just a beautiful instantaneous sheriff kill. He's got a Vandal now. He gets through the smoke, and Dakmund gets another one. So now a 2v2 from a 2 versus 4. And in this position, Dakmund is ridiculous. Goldo's behind them. Why is he jumping? Oh dear God! It's a 2v2. Goldo and Modi need this round to happen for them. The future's happening, but the half hasn't happened. As Dakmund is just ridiculous, just kills everyone through the side, and he gets
spin.
4 kills. Do they have the time? And yes, they do! With 46 milliseconds left. And it is Dakmund with a quadruple kill to get a 3rd round on the board for Blue Jays.
A very strong start here for Blue Jays. They are finding their momentum and finding their footing here. It was really good. It was really good. They were down quite a couple plays, but Dachmund was not letting it happen. He just wasn't.
That is ridiculous. A quadruple kill, and that was a bonus as well. So now Roehampton Yetis will need to rebuy into this round to try and get some sort of leverage back into this game, as it's a 3-0 deficit for them.
Most definitely here. Heckles here on B. Once again, looking for that early mid aggression going from elbow and from mid. They keep taking mid for essentially free.
And they are, and there is no competition, I would say. They're just going in and nothing's really happening apart from Mouse, but he's already playing so passive, there's nothing that they can do. So, but Roehampton, even though they're getting mid control fully free, they don't really know what to do with it. They're getting sight, but they're not really getting that post-planned situation to try and win that round for them.
They lose a lot of players on the retake, unfortunately. Hopefully, they'll try and stabilize it from here.
100%. And we are going to see now. Look where Goldo is. What a
Oh,
weird position. And yeah,
slightly misses. That could have been an early pick there for the A
yeah.
site take.
Dakmon was very close to dying in that position, but now he is a very lucky man. And he's no, he's not
Oh,
lucky anymore as Modi absolutely decapitates him, and back to the lobby you go, as it is a 5 versus 4 a situation now where the bomb is down and Mouse is already on site. He needs to do something as Rudy decapitates him as well. So this is a round that Roehampton needs. 5 versus 3, but look where Patty is. Timing here, Rudy had all the idea in the world as Ike gets one, and it is just Heckles in a 1 versus 4.
an absolute guillotine of a round. So many headshots flying across the board. It was just great aim from, it was just great aim from Yetis there, and they just managed to secure the round.
Yeah, and a good round, and that's a round that they need. Because losing that third round, you had a little bit less money than usual, so you needed to win this fourth round to get back into this game.
The early pick on Dachwin that could have happened there would have been great for the site take, but Modi he just takes him out anyway. Doesn't even care.
Yeah, having and also coming in from Blue Jays, having sort of no mid control and no one to stop that sort of mid control from Roehampton Yetis has kind of happened, allow them to get on site as Heckles gets one as well, and the trip as well as Mouse gets one, and oh no, this is happening once again. 5 versus 4, 4 versus 3 in this scenario as Jin gets one back. But remember, these are sheriffs and this is a half buy, so this shouldn't happen. Anything else, Dakmon gets one. Goldo gets a double, and Goldo with a beautiful kill gets a triple kill, and Goldo makes the round happen for Roehampton Yetis. Can he get a quadruple kill? And oh no, Zari in a 1 versus 1, Viper versus Viper. Remember, this is an eco for for Blue Jays, so this needs to happen. The round needs to happen. Goldo got a triple kill. Zari is in this position. Is he going to check his corners? And yes, he is. And what a round from Zari to make it 4-1 for Blue Jays.
What an absolute incredible just stabilization from Goldo there. He almost managed to clutch the round out, but the Viper 1v1 just wasn't in their favor.
And yeah, what a ridiculous round coming in from Goldo. Gets triple kill, but it wasn't meant to be. Zari gets the 2 kills at the very end. And remember, that was a thrifty. So the money again, very, very bad for Roehampton's eyes. In Roehampton's eyes, sorry. And a Bucky coming in from Jin. First time we've seen a Bucky in this game so far. Maybe we see some kills as well.
Bucky on one of the biggest maps of the game. It's questionable, but it might work.
Indeed, yeah, and it is going to be Heckles again with Viper and Mal, and Dakmund onto that B position again, playing mid, very heavy mid for Roehampton. Tunnel and but look at Dakmund. The timing is beautiful. Gets one onto Goldo, and that is that is such a good timing from Dakmund. Just gets one and just retreats.
That is the early pick to destabilize this site take. Now they have to take more time mid because they're scared of the up again.
Indeed, and yeah, 5v4 situation, a good start for Blue Jays again. But remember, they've had a really good start on the first half, on the first game, and then he kind of all went a-hole. So maybe this will be the changes. Dakmund has just rotated towards that mid position, but nothing to happen as they're going to go towards A. But towards A, it's where Patty and the Mouse are, and Patty's got a full setup, which allows Iker to completely die. Mouse gets one through the smoke. Can Patty get anything done here as the bomb goes down?
The value of the Sova there just can't be unseen. The Sova scan gets a free kill, making it very easy for the retake. Oh, but Rudy takes down 2. Equalized by Heckles again. 3v2 scenario here for the Yetis.
Asako gets one as well, and it is just Jin, and a 1 versus 3 to try and clutch this round. It is going to be one toxic towards the bomb, but vulnerable towards Zari, but the bomb is going to be defused. And yeah, Jin needs to do something. And yeah, he's just missing every single shot. Heckles gets a triple kill. And then it's going to be the 5th round for Blue Jays.
He needed to try and isolate the 1v1 there, but just couldn't, as the Blue Jays were just stuck so close to one another.
Indeed, yeah, and you can see he was trying. Jin was trying. The poison towards the bomb towards the spike was decent enough, but again, yeah, just the isolating one-on-one just didn't happen. So yeah, as we said this before, Yeti's economy is down the drain as an eco will happen. So realistically speaking, 6-1 should be on the cards here.
Jen once again opting for a shotgun here. Very interesting to see how this will play out. Maybe he'll try and find a free rotate and shoot him in the back. I'm not too sure, but it appears he's actually just running B to group up with the rest of his team.
Exactly, and yeah, if you're Blue Jays in this position, you're feeling comfortable. You've got 5 rounds in a row. You're doing well for yourself. Sorry, 4 rounds in a row. But yeah, look where Ica is. Gets one. Rudy gets one as well. So yeah, saying that completely, and the tables have turned as the Viper ult comes through as well. So 5v3. Remember, this is an eco.
This is what I mean. The Yetis are just absolutely dangerous on the side take. They're so fast, overwhelming the defense. Dakuman manages to find one out of the Viper's pit.
But yeah, 5 versus 4. But look at that shorty. That's why he bought that shorty for, because he gets a kill through the through the smoke. Sorry, Patty does get one back. But yeah, they're gonna look to rotate and look to save these weapons, as it is gonna be a 2nd round for the Yetis.
Most definitely, Jin showing the value of the shotgun he bought. Just, it was very cheap, but it managed to get the job done, and that's all you really need.
But yeah, Mouse as well gets a double kill, and Patty as well. So yes, Yetis have all they're all dead, but it was a thrifty at the end of the day, so the economy is going to be good on their side. But yeah, Patty getting that operator back for Dakmund, and yeah, they've got economy to buy for the next round, so it isn't too bad for the Blue Jays.
Definitely not, but this next round will be a decider for momentum for quite a while here. So I'm just curious to see how this will play out. I hope the Yetis once again do another fast side take. That's what they're good at. That's just what they should keep doing.
Indeed, and yeah, looking through the scoreboard, Maus again on the very top with Dakmund with 8 kills uh, together, and Rudy on the other side with 5. So again, still early in the game, but again, Maus just again an amazing player, and Dakmund as well with his operator. So Roehampton is playing nice and slow again towards B. They're seeming to like this sort of B play, but again, it is going to be Cypher here, Patty with his setup. So realistically speaking, they will need to sort something out to try and get these traps going. And look at that, Patty gets double kills. We literally talked about it. He gets 2 kills, as Ica gets 1 back. But even so, even that setup alone gets Patty 2 kills.
Yeti's slowing down there, trying to make it more surgical for the site take. Unfortunately, it does not work out, as the Blue Jays do manage to hold B, and are also holding the space mid, making sure no lurks come through.
But look where Zari is. Look how deep Zari is in this position, as he's literally got full mid control. So they know Blue Jays, they're not mid, they're not A, because look how deep Dakmon is. So the only way they have to be is either towards T spawn or towards that B position. And that is where Patty and Mouse are, holding that crossfire, as it is Patty going to hold back as that Harbor ult is coming through. So no cigar from Mouse's ult. So they're going to play a retake, trying to get something done. Patty at the very back. Oh, gets vulnerable by Jin through it. Zari does get one back. So it is a 3 versus 2 for Blue Jays. Rudy gets one back. It's a 2 versus 2. Goldo, beautiful kill as well. It is just Dakmond. We've been talking about this guy with 8 kills. He's on top of the leaderboard right now. Can he do something to win the 6th round for the Blue Jays?
Got to put your money where your mouth is. Dakmund looking for the Cypher player, but gets shot by Rudy as he made it all the way around and managed to shoot him before any danger fell upon his teammate.
But yeah, Rudy, yeah, beautiful kills. Gets 2 kills, gets a multi-frag. And it is going to be the 3rd round coming in from the Yetis, as now the turntables for the financial state of Blue Jays have turned. Now, realistically speaking, they are looking at a half buy. So Yetis getting this round is very important. Again, coming back into that level pegging. Same thing happened in the first map. It's going to happen on the second one, especially your map pick.
Most definitely. Blue Jays here, economy crashing like Wall Street, absolutely down in the dumps. This is a very crucial round for them. If they don't win this, it's going to be looking rough for the next couple rounds.
But yeah, Heckles, he had such a great idea, but got flashed. Unfortunately, so nothing that he can do. Patty's alone in this position. Beautiful from Patty, but Ica does get the trade. And Modi gets one
Ooh.
as well. So Yetis have got the way. They're liking B so much that the last 3 rounds they win B, they've won every single time. So yeah, this is going like a great round and a great set of skills shown from the Yetis.
Yetis with their aggression, it always seems to work out. They really should try and pivot more towards those fast takes because they're so good at them. And a nice cleanup here from Ica and Modi.
And yeah, it is 5-4. And there is going to be a 4-buy coming in from Blue Jays. They lose this round. It's back to level pegging. And especially on attack as well, they are doing what they're meant to be doing. And of course, a plane very, very slow to start off. And again, coming back in as we are going to see a timeout coming in from Blue Jays. Realistically speaking, what would you think Blue Jays will need to switch and change to stop this sort of aggression and confidence from Yeti?
Honestly, I'm not too sure. Maybe double up both Cypher and Viper on the same site. That would slow them down quite a lot, stop the momentum. And that's what Yetis are just great at doing, is keeping momentum and just keep going through it. They just slam through the defense and then they just hold a nice free retake, having way more players than Blue Jays do.
Yeah, 100%. And I think, playing sort of Cypher and Viper towards that same side because it is not realistically the holding of the site that's really bad. I think it's sort of the retakeable because Yetis are so aggressive. They have no time to retake because they've taken such aggressive positions after the plant situation. So maybe playing a bit more aggressive as Heckles tried. Heckles had a very great idea, but unfortunately got flashed. So playing a bit more aggressive as defenses might take them into a whole different level of what they need to do.
Maybe they do need to fight fire with fire here, showing aggression as well, showing early mid presence actually, something they haven't done recently.
But yeah, look at that. And Moles, that's perfect. That's exactly what you want. The kill straight to mid to stop them from trying to get anything. But they're still going through those mid doors. So A, it's still a very massive problem as they've literally got a sight and that bomb's about to go anytime soon. So it is going to be a 5 versus 4 retake. But this is the best chance Blue Jays have got of stopping this from becoming 5-5.
Most of him, Modi getting one, but getting traded by Dachmund as he gets two here on the retake. Only Godo and Harbour left. Harbour going down Rudy. Only Godo getting sniped by Mouse. One tapped.
But yeah, what a round from the Blue Jays. And that's exactly what we want. Dakmund with 2 kills towards the very back of side orange, I would say. Or yellow. Not yellow, orange. You will say you could call them with different colors if you wish. And it is going to be 6-4 for Blue Jays. And yeah, that's the round that you want to stop that aggression from coming in. Yetis again, because that first kill from Mouse towards that mid position stopped that aggression from happening. They took a second to think, is this a good idea to go towards A? And they kind of went back on themselves. And yeah, Blue Jays just finished on top of it and got the round.
Most definitely, Yetis maybe feeling a bit too confident for mid, as Blue Jays never showed presence there. They never really contested them, but the second they did, they just got caught off guard, shot for a smoke because of a Sova dart.
100%. And it is going to be 6-4. And the 11th round is going to go through. As now, saying what we said before, they went from aggressive to now default slowly. Now they're going to play contact towards his A position, as it's just Zari and Jet alone on site as Dakmund gets Ica instantaneously through the smoke. So, what is that from Dakmund? He just shot through the smoke, didn't even spray, he just sprayed one bullet. He didn't even spray, he didn't even see him. He just put one bullet through his dome and he's dead. And then it's 5 versus 3, and I'm telling you, Dakmund is on another level and he's looking for more. He's trying to get that triple kill and win the round for his teammate. As Zari is going to go through the smoke as well. Dakmund with a triple kill. Patty gets one and Zari gets another. And what a round from Dakmund.
Dachman didn't see a single player there until after the bomb was already planted, but he had 2 kills. absolutely disgusting pre-fires.
That is ridiculous. Didn't even spray through the smoke. Just put one bullet through his dome, and he's already dead. And yeah, 7-4 for Blue Jays, and this is a very good half. And this is Breeze, and going into attack with a lead is a very good half for the Blue Jays.
Most definitely attack with a lead and a Sova. It's gonna be very crucial. I think they're gonna be able to get all the info they need and maybe even stomp out the Yeti defense.
Yeah, Roehampton Yetis, you will need this round if you want to do anything into the upcoming half because you're going to go into defense. And going defense with a deficit isn't exactly the greatest and isn't something that you want to look up to as they're looking to go back into that mid aggression. As it is going to be straight away. Zari is alone on site. He needs to do a lot. Ica takes him down. So it is just Dakmud alone. Oh, the dash. What? How
What?
did he get one? How is he not dead in that position? He just dashes and gets one, and it is a 4 versus 4.
Dachman is definitely feeling confident there, dashing forward. Just that was disgusting. I have no other words for that.
And he gets one as well. And he's so confident in this game. So much different than last time. Goldo gets 2. Can he get his triple? Yes, he can. Moles gets 2. So it isn't a 1 versus 2. He needs this in order to make it 8-4. But the Viper, Jin has got a lineup. So realistically speaking, they shouldn't be around. And there shouldn't be any possible way for him to win. As Rudy gets one back. And Goldo with a triple kill. What a round from him. And it is 7-5 for the Blue Jays.
Goldo did not want to be outdone by Dachman. They're showing some kickback, which is what you necessarily need. You need that kickback. You need that morale to still be there, just to be ready to win no matter what.
Exactly, and yeah, what a round from Goldo as it is the top fragger of Roehampton Yetis as they switch towards that defensive side. But again, we can't hold back into the fact that now Blue Jays with 2 rounds lead and in the attacking spot now. Realistically speaking, Roehampton Yetis, you need this round, you need pistols and this conversion to make it level pegging.
If Yetis win this pistol round, they're going to be looking quite nice as they're going to have a nice anti-eco next round, probably a free round, making it 7-7. This pistol round is very crucial for them here.
100%, and of course looking already how Blue Jays, they're already in sight and they've already got full sight. So now it's a 5v5 retake. Modi almost gets 1 kill, but look how open it is now as I go, oh my dear god, everyone just gets a kill. And it is going to be 7-6, probably the quickest retake I've ever seen. As soon as that Viper wall went down, everyone was dead.
An absolute slaughterhouse. They were just cornered behind the harbor wall there. They just couldn't really move and they just got picked off one by one.
100%. So yeah, that is 100% so ridiculous to get into that round, and that's exactly what we were speaking about. 7-6, and it is going to be the anti-eco that they need to win to make a level pegging.
This should hypothetically be a free round for Yetis here, having way better weapons and armor, and then making it 7-7, making it even. We've already seen this on Haven. They were down a bit, and then they brought it back, and they just had the momentum towards the end to win the whole game. Is that what we're going to be seeing here?
I don't know, because it is looking like a repeat of last time. It is 7-6. Most likely will be 7-7 unless somehow, someway Blue Jays will win this round with 4 classics and 1 marshal. Especially in a map like Breeze. Ooh. I can't see it happening, but I say that and Patty gets a kill and a dink as well. What is going on? These classics and sheriffs. I'm just saying, just don't even buy weapons, just play with pistols at this point.
The pistols are absolutely insane from Blue Jays, not letting Economy get them down, still getting a pick and a dink really early into the round and looking towards the A site here.
Yeah, the timing from Dakmon is so badly because he's just turned around, so it is going to die from Ica, but that won't stop the Blue Jays from going towards site. It is Goldo that needs to do something big with a Spectre, and he does. Gets beautiful 2 kills, and it is going to be that round coming through. Mouse gets one with the Marshall. Oh
Oh,
no, let's not rule him out. Mouse has already got 2 kills with the Marshall, and he has got time. 25 seconds. The bomb is not with him, so he needs to push towards Modi. Does he
would he
have an
clear the corner?
idea?
Oh,
No, he does not. So Modi has that round done and dusted for them. And it is going to be 7-7. Level pegging Kubley again. The same thing that happened last game.
I told you the second they won pistol round, another 3 round right after that, it's 7-7. Very important round here. Ico with a sheriff. You know he can do some damage with that.
100%. And we know, of course, we are going to see 2 Guardians coming in from Roehampton Yetis as they're looking to bonus. Again, realistically speaking, Blue Jays, you've got 4 weapons. You shouldn't be losing so many, and you should be winning this round as it is your force buy. Saying that, Patty gets 1, Modi gets a trade, so already a quick trade into the round to make it 4 versus 4.
Trade most definitely in favor for the Yetis. They have worse weapons. They took out a Vandal from the other team.
Yeah, you say that, but right now, looking at Roehampton Yetis, they are looking to play a bit more passive aggressive, playing 2 towards mid, towards that tunnel position, and allowing Blue Jays to go towards B. So now, oh, good damage from Goldo, and it is going to be potentially the spike planted and a 4v4 retake.
Very good spam from Goldo. Now they're very happy to play the retake here as they know they have the walls and utility to cut players off of their teammates, get 1-to-1 fights, and now it's 2-2.
And yeah, we say that, and Heckles gets another. And oh dear God, the Yetis. Again, this was a good round from them, but it wasn't meant to be. As Heckles gets 2 and Patty gets another one. And that's the round that you want from Blue Jays. But again, a lot of weapons that have lost. So realistically speaking, going into this round where the Yetis are going to force by, they're going to look in a disadvantage.
Most definitely here. Blue Jays getting all Vandals and an up from the side of the Yetis on Ica. He's going to be going towards A, holding it down. Never mind, he's actually going to be peeking doors.
Yeah, you say that, and he's going to go towards that door position. So let's see if he can get anything done. But already, such a early toxic coming in from Viper. So already, that stops Ica from getting anything done towards that mid position.
Blue Jays all gathering onto A, ready to explode out. Viper wall down. They're ready to hit the site fast and hard.
Oh, and Goldo has no idea that Dakman was already behind him. So already sight is cleared, and Modi is alone and is requested backup. But all of his team are either mid or A. So this is going to be so long before they have all of the teams to try and do something. As Dakman is just looking to take everyone down. He doesn't even need to pick, but he just does and just takes him out.
I believe a save is going to be coming in from the Yetis. They don't want to lose that operator right after buying it. It's going to be a very deep sink in the money. So they're just going to be playing it safe and look for exits.
100%. And I think that's what you need to do in this scenario. Of course, it is 9-7 now, and it is going to become 9-7, as we said. And yeah, you will need an eco, and especially you want to keep these guns as much as possible, as Heckles gets a one more as well. So it is looking that Ica is getting hunted down. The operator is down, so yeah, we're going to be looking at probably a full eco for the next round for the Yetis.
Only Jin survives one Vandal. They lost the op right at the end. Quite unfortunate to see, and now Mouse has picked it up for his team.
And yeah, realistically speaking, 9-7. And yeah, Blue Jays are doing really well, trying to get them closer to making the level pegging 1-1 and seeing that third map. But again, it's early. It's only 2 rounds deficit. They can't get overzealous. Again, we see these sheriffs long time. Even if it's Breeze, even if it's a longer map, they still work, man. And they still do a lot of damage.
Most definitely, these sheriffs, they're doing disgusting things. We saw it on Haven, and we've seen it on Breeze here, and I believe we're going to be seeing it again.
Ica almost got decapitated by Mouse's own dart. Almost got decapitated by it. Very lucky indeed. But
Manages to get his ultimate with that orb there. That's why they pushed very early into A.
that is true. So now Jin is alone on site. That's a good toxic. But again, Dakmon gets that timing and he's already on site. Oh my god, how does Jin get there? He gets one. Heckles gets a trade. So Jin made a very bad position, a very bad situation into an okay situation. But again, it is still an eco, and it is still guns that they can't afford to lose.
Jin was definitely in a losing situation. That if he waits slightly more, the Jet just wraps him and kills him for free. He just looked for a 1-for-1. Not really worth it. He is the only Vandal on his team.
And yeah, Dagman gets one, but Modi gets another. Modi gets two with the Sheriff. So again, this round can turn on its head any second. Yetis, they only have Sheriffs, but it is just going to be Heckles in this position. What can he do? He's just going to go through the smoke. And yeah, he's going to get killed by Rudy, unfortunately. But the ult coming in from Mouse, as he gets one, he's going to hold it down. He's holding it down, and Mouse gets the kill. And what a clutch from Mouse to make it 10-7 for the Blue Jays and to expand that lead into 3 rounds.
Mao's using their own weapons against them with an op, able to just hold very long angles there. Had it in the bag after he killed Rudy with his ult there, it was just free pickings.
It was indeed, and yeah, 10-7 right now. And yeah, if you're Roehampton Yetis, you'll be shaking your boots right now. You're getting closer to that third map, and you need something. You need a quick change, maybe even a quick timeout to stop the momentum and have a chat, see what's going wrong. And they're trying that heavy position again where they're aggressive. They've already been scanned, but yeah, they're just getting picked up. Patty and Eccles, and it's already over. This round it looks like it's dusted.
Most definitely Rudy here needs to look for something, but gets dashed on by Dachmoon. He's not letting anything get past him.
Yeah,
Absolutely star performance here.
Darkmud, yeah, just goes in. He just dashes towards people. He has no fear, and that's exactly what you want to see from your own Jet. And yeah, but we haven't had to see any Jets not perform in both of these games. Both Jets have completely outperformed each other, and just the entries and creating that space, and that's exactly what you want from your duelist.
Most definitely here. Yeti's saving only 2 Vandals. 3 players are gonna be on an eco or a half buy. It's looking very dire for Yetis. They need to do something very big next round.
Indeed, and yeah, being 11-7, it is a 4-round deficit, and that's 4 rounds in a row that Blue Jays have won after losing the pistol and the anti-eco as well. So maybe, can we see something different happen from Roehampton Yetis as they're going to call in a timeout? So yeah, 11-7, they need something to happen if they want to get back into this game.
Definitely a timeout, as you predicted. They need something. They need to do a strategy. The early aggression on A, it worked when they were on an eco because they had nothing to lose, but that round it was just foolish to do.
It was 100%. But yeah, just this timeout needs to slow down the momentum, but also slow down the players. See where they're going wrong. Of course, you've got Spicy Golder as your coach. See what he can do. See what sort of input he has that might change the outcome of this game, or might change the perspective and the mentality of what's to come in the 19th round.
Most definitely, it is do or die time for the Yetis, and they need to pull something out of the bag for this round. Having not the best equipment, they need to start thinking just better, to be honest.
100%. As this timeout is going to expire, and it is going to be the 19th round. The Yetis, as you said before, a do or die situation. They lose this round, and it's looking dire for them. And that third round, that third map is looking closer than ever.
It's not over till it's over. All it takes is 1 round to get the momentum back up for the Yetis. However, it's gonna be looking quite dire for them if they do end up losing. Sova holding the A push, knows they're very aggressive there.
Yeah, the Trailblazer doesn't get anyone, unfortunately. But now, looking where Blue Jays are, they're playing very passive. But look where Modi and Ica are. The mouse is going to see where that drone is going to get. Are they going to detect Ica? Yes, they have. So Ica still gets
Ooh,
the kill. So even though he got detected, he still gets that kill and is able to retreat safely. So a good kill by the Yetis, and it is a 5v4.
Panty there cut him off from his teammates so he could take the 1v1. but Ica does end up coming out on top, and that's what they need, that early pick that might be able to win them this round.
But yeah, again, it is still a half buy from the Yetis as Jin gets one as well. So yeah, it's looking like a very good round, and just looking at a timeout has helped slow momentum from the Blue Jays. But even though, look where Rudy is. Rudy needs something here as he's going to go back and put the wall through. Again, playing nice and slow. Both of the walls are up. You don't need to get overzealous.
Rudy definitely did not want to over aggress, realizing they have the player advantage by two, even using the ultimate here on Cypher to get their positions. Then they're not trying to throw this round away.
But yeah, looking at the time, it's 10 seconds. So you need to get on site literally instantly. But no, Ika's already there. Zari gets one. Okay, 2 versus 3. The bomb is down. Realistically, you can't really get the bomb down. Mouse gets one. The operator is on his persona. So it is going to be the 8th round for the Yetis. But yeah, again, leaving the time so short. 15 seconds to plan that bomb. And it just didn't happen.
It really did not. But look at the economy for Blue Jays. Even after losing, they can full buy for the next 2 rounds. Yetis are definitely fighting an uphill battle here.
100%. And yeah, 11-8. And yeah, looking at the scoreboard, Dakmud with 20 and 11. Mouse is not too far behind with 19 kills. And looking at the other time, yeah, Modi is just being impeccable for his team. 15 and 14. Not doing, I wouldn't say crazy stats, but just him playing and as a support character is really well. Heckles gets 2 in this position. So how has that happened? Again, they've just lost around. They're playing so aggressive, and Blue Jays have completely caught up onto that. Heckles gets 2 kills, and it's 5 versus 3.
The early A aggression there, absolutely suffocating the Yetis. They're just doing it to themselves at this point. After they get scanned, they should have just left, but they kept peeking because it worked last round. It might work this round, but unfortunately, it just has not.
It just hasn't. And it is going to be a 5 versus 3 situation. Golden knows exactly where Dakmud is. He gets one, but Heckles with a triple kill. And this guy is at an absolute tear this round, ruining Yeti's chance of coming back into this map. As it is going to be a
2v4. Yeah, sorry about that. Continue.
It is going to be a 4 versus 2 in this scenario. See what they can do. And it is going to be a 4 versus 3 versus 1 actually to continue. And Patty gets the last kill. And it is going to be 12-8. And it is going to be a match point for the Blue Jays.
What I want to say is to not count the Yetis out there. They still have 2 players with Vandals, but unfortunately, they just couldn't pull it through. And now the buy is looking rough.
Yeah, it is looking rough, yeah, indeed. And yeah, just 12-8. And it is going to look like a third map unless Roehampton Yetis have got something to say and something to do to get back into the 21st round. They need this round. They don't get this round, it is over, and Ascent will be waiting for us.
Most definitely an early ult here from Jen Hazard. Bucky, he's just going to sit that all round, I think. He's just holding down B main, making sure nothing really gets through so the rest of the team can focus on what's going on in A.
Indeed, and yeah, they're just going to play nice and slow. Looking at Roehampton Yetis, of course, the ult from Jin allows Blue Jays to not go towards that position. But I say that, and they're rotating towards exactly where the ult is. So do they realize that the ult is there, or are they just playing to see maybe they can go through?
Going into the Viper ult here, it could be absolute mayhem for the Yetis. This is what they need. They need this round. I'm expecting big things from Jin here. Has a Bucky close range. They won't be able to see in the Viper ult. This is his domain.
It is indeed, and if they go through, he needs at least a couple of kills. He gets none here, and it's dire for the Yetis. As look at him, he's just trying to get as much aggressive as possible, but they're going to rotate, allowing just Ica alone on site to try and get anything done as they're rotating towards A, allowing Cypher to lurk towards that mid position.
The Blue Jays were not having it. They realized the economy of the Yetis here is dire, and in that ult was a shotgun waiting for them, and they felt it.
And yeah, Ika gets one, Modi gets another, but look at the time. The time is dire for them as Heckles gets another. Can they get a plan in time? No, they can't as Goldo gets another, and that's a beautiful round for Roehampton Yetis to get it down. The operator is down as well, collects it for Ika, and it is 12-9, and that's exactly what they needed.
The Blue Jays wasted slightly too much time there waiting outside of B. They should have left immediately after not scanning anything with the silver drone. Then they would have had the time to play more patiently, play safer, but they just had to run out A because there was no time left.
Indeed, yeah, 12-9. And the economy is looking really, really good for Blue Jays. So even if they lose a couple of rounds, yes, momentum is there, but they've got money for days to buy, realistically speaking, every single round until, if we might get, overtime.
And up on both teams here, Rudy looking into window, doesn't see anything, early rotates, leaving the Cypher alone on B. They're smelling an A hit here. They really are.
They are, and you can see how Blue Jays are playing. They're playing quite default. They see, and because Blue Jays play so aggressive, they are looking to maybe see if anyone is trying to get overzealous. But nobody's trying to get anything done. They're just playing passive aggressive and seeing if anyone is looking to do anything.
Some utility thrown out mid for some info. They know at least Viper's there mid towards A, leaving still 3 players. They're not budging. They're holding their ground. They're feeling an A hit, and it looks like one is going to happen really soon.
Indeed, and yeah, 45 seconds. You don't want to do the same thing that you did last round, leaving the time to 15 seconds to plan the bomb. You need extortionate amount of time to get your plan sorted, and that's exactly what you want. Backwards with a beautiful kill towards Rudy, as it is just Patty alone on site, trying to do something done. Sorry, it is Goldo, apologies, as Zari takes him down, unfortunately, and then it's 5 versus 3, and then he's looking like 39.
5 versus 3 here, and a Viper Diamond getting another one, destroying any chance of this round coming back from the Yetis. But Aika has some words of his own. Unfortunately, does get taken down by the Viper in her ult. A 1v3 here from Jin. If he wins this, it would be an absolutely phenomenal performance, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, especially with the Viper pit as well. And Heckles does cake the last kill. It is going to be 13-9 for the Blue Jays. And it is going to be 1-1 from the Blue Jays. But yeah, what a performance by the Blue Jays coming back after the first map. And of course, Breeze was their choice. So yeah, I feel like Ascent is even going to be better as well.
Most definitely. You know, this is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see competition. We're going on to the third map here, Ascent. And I'm really wondering if they're going to stick with their unorthodox kind of team comps, you know, instead of just running two initiators as per usual. Maybe we'll see a Sova and a Sky this time, more conventional plays for the final map.
Yeah, potentially, yeah. Sticking with that unorthodox meta worked on the first map, but the sure as hell didn't work on the second map. But again, we can't predict. We only have to see as we're going to go into a break. And we're going to get ready for the third map, the best of 3. It is 1-1 now, and we're going to get ready for Ascent. And welcome back to the playoffs for the University Esports UK and Republic of Ireland Winter 2023 Valorant season. I'm Divin, your caster, and today, again, we're going to cast the last map with me and Kubli. Kubli, we've got Ascent as our last map. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. This is just what I wanted to see. A great back and forth from both teams. It could be anyone's game here on Ascent. It's just an unorthodox style, more to traditional kind of comp. It'll be very interesting to see on Ascent.
Of course, and yet Ascent, of course, we've had Haven on the first map taken by Yetis, of course, it was their map, and of course, Breeze just being taken by Blue Jays. Now, Ascent, of course, a very popular map. Of course, you would expect the normal Sova, KO. Realistically, you can see a Jet now, but of course, with her so many different nerfs, a lot of people are opting for different duelists. What would you normally expect comps wise from both of these teams?
Honestly, I'm expecting a Sova, Sky, a Jet, most definitely. Controller and Sentinel, sorry. Those are more varied. It more depends on preference, I guess, but a Killjoy is more really standard, to be honest, unless you have some really nice Cypher setups.
Yeah, that is true, of course, and yeah, just making sure that like both of these teams have got completely different teams. Of course, last game that wasn't exactly as different, but of course the first match, of course, being able to have that sort of do double flash initiator rather than having that sove, I think was kind of what took them over the edge. But I think maybe this game they might switch off, or do you think they might continue in the sort of orthodox team?
I think they're gonna really stick to the Sova still. The Sova has been being very useful to them, even when they were losing first map. The info gathering is it's really important for defaults and playing it slow, which they usually do. So Sova definitely I would love to see again. And we are in the champion select. Oh, my friend Divin, you see the Phoenix. You wanted to see this all day.
Yes.
And here it is on Jin.
I am indeed, and it is realistically speaking, looking at Yetis, it is an off meta. An on meta. They used to be an off meta. Now, because of Jet not being as strong as she used to from the nerfs, a lot of people are taking away Sova and replacing them with another duelist like Phoenix. Of course, looking from the other team though, that is the most on meta team you can possibly get. KO, Sova, Jet, Omen, and Killjoy. When you scrim and when you play in tournaments and when you see professional gameplay, this is the most on-meta team that you can get. So again, we seeing two very close teams, very close.
Most definitely, as usual, very unorthodox from one side and very standard from the other. I'm really curious on how they'll be able to utilize the Phoenix on Ascent to see how aggressive they can really take him.
But yeah, again, very flash heavy from the Yetis, and I think we've seen that quite a lot today. Agents that are very heavy on flashes. Phoenix and KO, and you got the Omen's Paranoia as well. So seeing them in attacking might be what's going to take them over the edge potentially. But first of all, we've got to see how their defensive team is going to look out.
You got to see how they stack up on defense first. They need to get at least a couple rounds so that attack has some leeway in terms of losing rounds. Because if they lose most of the defense rounds, even if they win a lot of attack rounds, they lose one or two, that momentum can immediately be lost.
Yeah, 100%. And this is one of the first times now that we're getting a map that is not exactly attacking side, not exactly defensive side. I would personally put it just a little bit above defensive side, because I think B is such a small choke point that you get a good killjoy who can set up, you're not getting on site. And especially if you've got someone like Sova to help you as well, it's so hard. So I think just a little bit it might be towards that defensive side.
Most definitely. A quick mid and B split only Killjoy on site left to defend. Yetis decided to do an A stack, very aggressive play as they have been doing all day long. Zyra picking up one in mid, but Rudy trading it instantly back, and it's looking like a 4v4 retake on B.
Yeah, and they've already gotten into site, and that is very, very well from them to get on site and get those post-plant positions. As Heckles has got the classic towards that site, Goldo gets one, and it is a 4 versus 3 for the Yetis. As they get Modi and I could get one as well, and it is just Dakmoni. We know how good he is. As he gets two, everyone is so low. He's dashed in,
Ooh.
and Rudy gets one back, but Dakmoni was so close. Both of them were low as well. So any sort of damage, any sort of chip damage, and he could have went his way so quickly.
Even though it was a 3v1, Dachmund is good for those. And he almost had it with both players being extremely low. Two body shots would have taken out Rudy there, and then one body shot would have instantly killed Goldo. But the Yetis did manage to hold out that round.
100%. And yeah, we got to look now at that anti-eco coming in from the Yetis, as they've got 3 Spectres, a Guardian, and a Bulldog. The other team have got 2 Sheriffs, potentially now 3, seeing what they can do with that piece of artillery as they're looking to push towards that B position.
These sheriffs are absolutely devastating all game, and will they still be devastating? Yes, they will, with Dachmund getting the first blood onto B main.
I don't know what Gordo was thinking, pushing in so deep, as Patty now has already gone through, as Ica gets one as well, and Rudy gets one back. So yeah, it's gone back to normal in a 4 versus 3. But it's still in this position as Heckles gets one
Ooh.
back. Ica gets one. Dakmund, again, he's in a 1 versus 2, and he's got a Sheriff. We know how good this guy is with his Sheriff. 10 HP, he's already gone on 2 kills. He literally needs just that one tap, that one shot of beautiness to try and get anything done, but Jin does get that kill. So it is going to be 2 rounds to 0, but a good eco, nonetheless, for the Yetis.
Most definitely. Jin was not allowing Dachmund even a second of hope there in that round. A very good stabilizations there from Yeti, especially losing Goldo so early on. A very crucial B player being Killjoy. But luckily, they did manage to stabilize with the better weapons. They managed to pick fights at longer ranges, giving them the ultimate advantage.
Yeah, Yetis have done really well that round, but now it's time for Blue Jays to do something as they're going to fall by. Full Vandals, literally every single person's got full Vandals, so they're ready to strike and ready to kill and ready to get the round that is theirs as Jid literally gets spammed through the wall. So it is going to be a 5 versus 4 and already a good start for the Blue Jays.
That's what I'm talking about. The Blue Jays Silver always gets value with his scans. Immediately gets a kill for essentially free. They didn't even need to work for it. Shooting through the wall, and Moody getting 1 and 2 there on the defense.
Zara does get Modi back into it, so it is a 3 versus 3. But Modi, again, beautiful 2 kills with the Guardian as Ica is looking to go through with that KO flash. Oh, the dash blocked by his own teammate, so he's gonna die very soon. How low he is ridiculous. But yeah, it's looking like a Blue Jay round as Ica is so low. It gets misses by Zari, and Mouse gets the last kill, and it is the first round coming in from the Blue Jays.
Most definitely, Mao's actually killing the first player while completely blinded by KO, and then managed to hide until the effect wore off, and then got his second there for the hold on the retake. Very good from Mao's.
But yeah, it's now the round that matters the most. It is 2-1. It is the 4th round, and both teams have got every single piece of artillery that they need. Full Vandals, full Phantoms, full weapons, and full util as well. So it is just a terms of what utility usage and how well the aimers are going to be for both sides.
Most definitely. Modi, just like last round, holding a main. Oh my god, what a shot from Dakman, taking out Ica immediately, getting the first blood, and slowly pushing his team down mid towards perhaps B.
Indeed, and yeah, 2 against 1. 5 versus 4. Sorry, looking at the score here, as Blue Jays are looking to potentially make it 2-2. But look how deep Jin is. So he can do something with this Phoenix. Oh, what is he looking at? Oh, he thought he was going to get flashed. He's going to get one towards Zari, but Mouse gets one back. And it is going to be a 3 versus 4.
Modi looking for Mouse there as he's blinded, but the effect wore off, and he did manage to take him out there. A 2v4 here for Yetis. I don't think they'll be able to pull this one out of the bag unless they get some free picks here, and Heckles shut that down immediately.
And yeah,
1v4 scenario looking like a save here.
Indeed, and yeah, it's looking like Blue Jays are going to come back into it, 2 rounds to 2. So yeah, very quick conversion from them. Lost the pistol, lost the anti-eco, and yeah, going to come back and get those 2 rounds. So yeah, back to level pegging, and yeah, this game's already looking close and already looking with a lot of action.
Most definitely. Once again, these two teams are constant back and forth here. Great performances from both sides. They're really keeping this interesting.
Indeed, as well, and yeah, it is looking like Goldo is going to save. He will have a Vandal for next round.
They are
Al-
hunting him though. They do not want him to keep this weapon for next round. They want the economy of the Yetis to have a significant dip. But Goldo shooting one in the side and then getting taken out by Patty.
Unluckily for Goldo, he does get one, but unfortunately does get killed on its way. And it is going to be 2-2. So now we are looking like an eco coming in for Team Yetis with a Sheriff, a Guardian. So they're looking as more of a half buy rather than a full eco. So hopefully they might get something done, but it is going to look like a third round for the Blue Jays.
Most definitely, the Yetis are still buying very high-powered weapons, able to take people out and one-shot. The Sheriffs and the Guardian is what you really got to look out for this round. If you take those guys out, the rest should be easy pickings.
100%. And again, the sheriffs are so detrimental and so heavy that you never know what they can get done in this scenario. As the KOs or the no CMD gets through, but Rudy just absolutely annihilates him through the smoke. But the res is going to come through as Mouse gets one back as well. Rudy gets another one through the smoke. The same person through the smoke. And yeah, he's on a mad one. 4 versus 4. Rudy gets 2 kills through that position. And they're looking to literally go in. The Jin, they run it back. That one gets one towards him. It is a 4 versus 4.
A slight whiff there from Modi, and they did manage to stabilize the round quite easily. Mao's getting free that round. Very good performance.
And yeah, what a round coming in from Mouse. Very good round from Rudy as well. Getting 2 kills on both
Mm.
KOs and also getting another one as well. But could have potentially, maybe getting that kill towards Mouse could have been a different story, of course. But yeah, the 6th round commences. And it is going to be a very close round again. Looking at the economy of both teams, if the Yetis lose, it'll be back in eco. But it doesn't matter if the Blue Jays lose. Look at their money, they can buy for days.
Most definitely. If the Yetis don't manage to secure this round, they'll be down in the dumps for quite a bit. And that's really going to kill the momentum that they so crucially need. They're a very momentum based team. They get in fast, they get it done, but it just doesn't seem to be working out as the site is taken immediately from them on A.
Yeah, Blue Jays just literally just walked in, had no idea. Yetis have got no idea what's happening. They just walked in. Dakmund, again, an insane jet just walks in, has no business doing anything else. But the ulta coming through, the no CMD, the paranoia coming through. Zara is absolutely flashed to the bonus mode. He gets one as well. Ica gets one as well. So yeah, beautiful retake situation and beautiful util usage from the Yetis.
Absolutely surgical. However, they do manage to even out here. Oh my days. Patty getting free, getting four. Disgusting round from Patty.
That is absolutely ridiculous. As soon as I said nothing, Patty and Heckles get 4 kills combined. 5 kills combined, actually, as Patty gets a quadruple kill to win that round. And it looked like Yeti's round. It looked like they were doing so well, but Patty and Heckles thought, no, it is my round to win as Patty gets quadruple kills. And it is 4-2. 4 rounds in a row for the Blue Jays.
That round was looking quite good for them until Patty decided to go on an absolute killing spree, decimating the whole team out of a smoke. It was astonishing to see.
And yeah, it is 4-2. And it is going to be, oh, the Ica misses 3 of his knives. That's already half of his all completely gone, unfortunately. Nothing to do as only a classic is under his name. So again, looking like the Blue Jays are going towards B. B's been working so many times, and why wouldn't it again as the lockdown comes through?
Goldo throwing a swarm grenade out, trying to delay the push, making it so the Killjoy ultimate isn't as useful, but sadly will still be detained and they will still take the site.
Yeah, Heckles gets one, but they don't know that Killjoy is actually the one that is detained, as Dakmon doesn't even look to
Oh,
trade, as Modi and Goldo get two. Patty gets one back. Modi gets another one through the Sheriff. And again, these Sheriffs are doing so much work. The Stinger is unfortunately not the weapon that you want to be picking up as the smoke goes through. Jin and Modi, two with the Sheriffs. A good paranoia coming in from Modi. No flash from Kill. Oh, he gets flashed by his own teammate. And oh no,
oh.
Jin with a bad timing towards Modi is the reason why he died. As Heckles gets the last two kills, and it is 5-2 for the Blue Jays.
A slight bit of communication, maybe an absolute grave error to do, especially with the economy after this round. If they lose this next round, once again, they're going to be in the same scenario where they're just throwing away rounds because they don't have the money to buy. And it looks like the Blue Jays are going to be working A this round, which they have managed to have three players on very early. So maybe they'll be able to hold out for a while for the rotates.
Indeed, and yeah, it just looked so good until it didn't. And of course, Blue Jays again, 5 rounds, they've got that momentum under their name, and they're doing so well. Again, Dakmon just walks in, literally has no fear, is the jet that you want in your team because sides is already clear. As Goldo gets one, unfortunately, so it is a 5 versus 4. Unfortunately for the Blue Jays, the lockdown is going to come in for Goldo, which will allow them to try and get this side back under their name.
Sneaking up into short, two players. They do spot Icon in the corner, wait for them. Goldo is not letting it happen though. The KO ultimate being thrown down, but the Killjoy ult came down before it, managed to still get it, and they just clean up the rest of the players.
Yeah, what a round from Goldo there. The man of that round gets a triple kill, gets the lockdown down, and the KO ult was just a tiny millisecond too late as that lockdown was already down. And the third round for the Yetis.
Most definitely. If the kill ult was slightly faster, no Killjoy ult, and then your whole team won't be caught with their pants down, essentially. They were all trying to run from the Killjoy ult, and they just got picked apart.
100%. And it is going to be the ninth round coming in as Yetis have came back after 5 rounds in a row with nothing to be said. So now they're looking to build up that momentum themselves and maybe see if they can rack up 5 rounds of themselves as well. But they need more than that because, as we said before, it's always happened. Blue Jays coming through, and yes, he's always come back, and it's happened in the last 2 rounds, in the last 2 maps.
Modi hiding deep into wine here. He's gonna wait for a play here with his Phoenix as well, but mid rotations are coming through. Look how far the Jet is already in market here. It's looking like a fast B hit.
Yeah, that one is just the jet that you want in your team, as he's absolutely ruthless going through. Rudy got nothing to do as Patty gets the kill. Modi and I can get one. Zara gets the refrag. I guess it is a 3 versus 3 in the scenario. Modi's in a very good position as he gets one. Can he get another? Yes, he can. A triple kill from Modi. And a beautiful round from Modi. 4 kills. And he gets the 4th round for the Yetis. A beautiful round from him.
A huge round from Modi. Absolutely stellar work with the paranoia. Hitting every single person there, and then he's able to take the 1v1 first with the Jet, then with the Omen, and then with the last player. Absolutely spectacular play from Modi, calculated and cold. That's what you love to see.
Yeah, absolutely. What a round from him. And especially now they're racking up the rounds and racking up that confidence and momentum has allowed Blue Jays to get a minute of time, a break to see what they're going wrong. Again, they're still winning 5-4, but you don't want that momentum to rack up. So they're looking for a timeout, looking to stop that momentum and seeing if they can come back and get that 6th round.
Most definitely calling a timeout, realizing the economy isn't in the same spot it used to be a couple of rounds ago. They lost 2 in a row, and now after, if they lose this one, the next round is looking dire. Might be a half buy or even a save. It really depends on this round.
100%. And yeah, it is going to look like this game is getting closer and closer. And imagine in the last match of today, in the last map, we even get overtime as well. Oh, mate, it's so close. And both of these teams are looking like they want to win and want to go through into that round 3.
Most definitely, both teams here still in high spirits. You know, they're taking every loss to the chest, and they're saying, "All right, let's move on to the next round, ready to go." detects 5 people, they know it's a fast A hit here. They have to rotate quickly to help the players on site.
Why are they still pushing through? That is my main idea with no util as well. Goldo gets 1 as Rudy gets 2 as well. And what a round from Goldo and Rudy. But my question is why Blue Jays have still decided to push in after no utility for 6 seconds from the knife as Rudy. Imagine, that is unbelievable utility usage from Rudy to win that round for them.
Rudy hitting 5 with a knife, delaying the hit so much that him and Godo were both ready for it. Guns drawn and absolutely firing down on the other team here.
But yeah, looking like the Blue Jays are slowly starting to slip down as it's 5-5. And we've seen this happen so many times in the last couple of hours. Seen on Haven, seen it on Breeze, it's happening on Ascent. And they're not racking up more than a couple of rounds. And it's happening all the time as Ica is almost dead from that shot, from that recon dot, sorry.
Once again, Recon always getting value here. Never. Oh, Mouse with a quick shot, but then gets taken out by Modi, traded. Honestly, the Sheriffs have been devastating this entire series.
Indeed, as Dark Mode, can he get anything done? He's 53 HP. No Rolling Blaze anymore. Or Stormblade, sorry, as he's 2 smokes down and just a classic Goldo again. The timing, he's been a key player for the Yetis as they're looking to push towards CT. Can he figure out what he's going on? He's fully blind. How is he not dead? That is my question. As Rudy does gonna help him out, and Eccles is down, and it's a 4v3 retake.
I don't know how Goldo managed to get into the corner before they swung him there. He was full blind and they just didn't even care. Now it's a 4v2 side hold here. It's going to be very difficult, especially if only one Vandal gets taken out immediately as well.
And yeah, what a round as well as Modo and Goldo clean up. And it is 6-5. And it is going to be the last round. Coming back after a 5-2, a complete 3-round deficit. And now I've got a chance to make it 7-5 and going into attack in the second half.
Last round before the switch.
They are just so momentum based. The second they got those 2 rounds and hurt the economy, they got the next 2 so quickly. It was unreal.
100%. And yeah, the last round, both teams have got the money, the economy from the Yetis. Look at that, 8k, 6k, 7k, 6k. They've got money for days. It doesn't really matter though, as it is the last round. Both teams have got all the utility that they need. So it is going to be potentially a 6-6 and another close half. Or are just Yetis going to scrape that win and make it 7-5?
So much money, they even bought an AWP. Might as well get a yacht with that as well. Quick smoke coming down from short, cutting off, drops the AWP for a Vandal, knowing it's better in those closer scenarios.
100%. That operator could be useful for any sort of post-plan situations, as Ica is looking to hold this position, double scoped out, seeing if he can catch anyone trying to jiggle peek their way out. Ica against Dakmund. Dakmund needs to have the reactions of a complete god to even realize that Ica is in this position, especially with an operator. And Dakmund does realize that something might be happening to Ica. He's got the balls of steel, and Zari gets one back. The timing from Ica was unfortunate. He misses the shot. He needs to go back to the Vandal as Dakmund is ready to go towards him. Ica deletes him. Mouse gets one as well, and Ica gets another one. So a beautiful round from Ica to make it 3 versus 2 to continue this round.
That's where that extra economy comes in. Had an objective for the Vandal that he dropped earlier. Very strong play. Here, KO coming through and a set play flash. Blinding sight. Doesn't blind Mouse though, as
what?
he gets everyone.
No, they completely lined up, and Mouse didn't get flashed by the KO flash, and just lines everyone up. He gets a quadruple kill. What is going on?
I've never seen that happen before. Wow, that flash absolutely missed Mouse as he was already up on heaven and just gunned everyone down as they weren't even looking at him.
That is ridiculous. They didn't even close it yet. I could just completely flashed, realizing that potentially there might be 2 on site, but there wasn't. Mouse played that to perfection. Gets 4 kills and gets that 6th round. And it's such a close game once again. Both of these teams don't get a break from each other. They're both nailed toe to toe in every single round.
Most definitely here. Yeti is doing once again another fast push. This is what they're known for. This is their bread and butter. They're running into A main. Make sure nothing stops them. But Dachmund kills the entry and gets out.
That is a beautiful round by Dakmon. Just absolutely obliterates him. It's still off HP, but he gets out with no kill against him, as it is a 4v5. Again, looking at where Yeti's doing, they're playing nice and slow because they're a man down. Blue Jays have got the time to do what they need to do to secure this round.
Most definitely here. Most of the team being posted up on a ready to fight as Omen decides to take an engagement mid, loses most of his health. Modi stuck in the corner. He needs someone to bail him out.
100%. And it does look like Zari could potentially get a kill towards Modi. But the timing, you don't know, Zari. Oh, Dakma gets another one. Modi gets one. And Dakma gets a triple kill. And this guy's on an absolute tear as Modi's half HP so low. Dakma could get another one. Oh, the timing. Oh, no, dearie me. The
Behind
timing.
him.
It is
Does
so
he know?
close.
Heckles shoots him in the back, saving his teammate from Modi. And now in a 1v4 scenario, it's not looking good for Godo.
And yeah, Goldo, he's got no time anyway. He is going to get a kill, and Mouse gets the last drip of blood, as it is going to be 7-6 for the Blue Jays. But yeah, Dakmon is an absolute god. Triple kill with 56 HP and nothing on his name, and he just makes it happen.
Dachman not really having the fastest start in the first half, picks it right back up again. That's what you love to see in these kinds of matches. He did not give up after not a stellar performance. He's bringing it right back to what we know and love.
Yeah, 100%. And I do feel like it is going to be now an anti-eco coming in from the Blue Jays to potentially make it 8-6. Now, as we said this before, anything can happen. This eco can become so dangerous so quickly. And Rudy, look at this, just a quick flash. Dakma does not choose to initiate, as he's only got a sheriff to his name. I only say that, but the last couple of times he's used a sheriff, he's only got multi-kills. So potentially he can make that happen again.
Most definitely with two players sneaking up mid here. A lot of utility used in A main, not really getting much though, as Dachman gets shot with a classic to the chest and just dashes out.
Yeah, he understands that he's not its realm yet to try and push towards that position. So it is going to play nice and safe, as the Yetis are looking to push towards that B position towards Killjoy. Patty with just a Spectre, has got full util down towards lane. So realistically speaking, they will need something magical Yetis to be able to go through Killjoy and Sova.
Patty absolutely bunkered the backside with a Sova Recon as his cover. They're trying to spam, unfortunately not getting a lot. Patty stuck backside. Mouse gets one through the smoke. Patty is going to get overwhelmed here as he gets killed by Goldo.
Yeah, 4 versus 3, but yeah, it should be done though. It should be dusted. It should be a clean round as Goldo gets another one as well. But Zari and Heckles clean it up. It's 8-6. Two players are only down. And there is going to be a full buy coming in from the Yetis and an important round for both teams to see which one can expand their lead or get closer to that draw.
Most definitely, if Mouse had timed his dart slightly better, he could have honestly gotten an ace through the smoke. They were just all in the open, but it just wasn't the time, I guess.
100%. And yeah, 8-6, 2 rounds coming in for the Blue Jays, as we do see a timeout.
A timeout very early on. They need to talk about something. Clearly they're up a couple rounds here, but their economy isn't looking the best. Maybe they're talking if they should save or buy up this round. It really depends if they really want to steal this momentum and just push it all the way through. They might want to buy, but it's very risky, as it will definitely, if they lose the next round as well.
Yeah, 100%. And I think, especially calling a timeout now, because once you're in that momentum, it can have two. It can be a massive advantage because you want to speak about the next round. You've got a plan about how to execute against a full buy, or you've just completely got lost of your momentum just to speak, and then it might come back to bite you in the next couple of rounds. So we got to see how are Blue Jays going to go about this round. You got to realize if the Yetis don't win this round, it's going to go back into that eco again. It's going to look like 10-6, and we're looking like it's getting worse and worse for them.
Most definitely here, a very crucial round here for the Yetis. If they lose, their economy is in the dumps. They're going to lose another round for free unless they pull something out the bag with some sheriffs. They really need this round right here and right now.
100%, and it's going to be a 5 versus 5 starting this round. The 15th round going to start as we do see Yetis playing it nice and slow. Not trying to get overzealous, not trying to push anything, just seeing if anyone from the Blue Jays are trying to get overzealous and trying to push towards territory they shouldn't be. And we can see that already, but look where Dakmund is. He's already so deep with the Bulldog that he's gained so much information for his team. And look where Kraos rotates. He's already to his B, so there's already 3 on site.
It's going to be a 3v5 hit if they do decide to hit the site. We do have Dachman behind them going all the way through spawn. If they take any longer, he will start just mowing them down from behind. But it does look like they're walking into B main here, destroying the knife. And it looks like a side take is imminent.
And yeah, Heckles gets one already towards Jin, so that running back ult has already been wasted, unfortunately, as Heckle gets another one towards Ica. So this Guardian is doing a lot of work. Goldo and Modi get one back, and Modi gets a double kill with Rudy as well, and it is just Dakmon. I don't know how much this guy can do. He's done so much for his team. Can he get more? But look how deep he is. He gets another. Oh dear. Oh, Modi gets a triple, and Dakmon there. He was so close to getting even more.
Dachman always keeps his cool in this kind of situation. You see how he smoked off in the middle of main there to make sure he can fight the guy on site. He always looks for 1v1s, which is what makes him such a devastating player to go against, because he will just isolate you. He isolated Heckles. Unfortunately, did not manage to kill him, so he tried to back out and then killed one market, but then someone took him out from stairs.
100%. And yeah, 8-7 coming in from the Blue Jays. And now they've got an operator now under Dakman's names. And now that can change the whole aspect of the game. But looking now, they're just going to go deep into B. No, they're not to say that. They're looking to get the ult from Jin and just rotate towards mid. But that's where Dakman's ult operator is, as he gets one through the smoke. Oh my dear God, almost gets another one.
Dachman absolutely devastating through smokes, as we saw when Breeze killed 2 people through it, and he really did try again. Modi looking for something mid, knowing Sova is sitting in market here. Teleports to short. They're trying to take mid control. Jin with a nice pick onto Heckles on B. Let's see what they can do with this.
100%. And yeah, looking at this team and looking how they're doing again, Yetis coming back, being under pressure every single time, and every single time they come back. So let's see if they can make it 8-8. It is a 4 versus 4. Jin, he uses ult last round, literally. He's already back on 3 ults, on 3 ult points. So yeah, that's the power of Phoenix and the run it back.
Most definitely gets shot in the back. Unfortunately, Modi and Ica did manage to clean up, though. A 1v3 here for Patty. It's looking dire in this situation. He's gonna try to he has to isolate them one by one. Hopefully he'll manage to find something here on this 1v3 retake.
Patty in a 1 versus 3. He will need a miracle, and no, he doesn't, as Modi absolutely obliterate him. And this level pegging at 8-8 as Yetis come back after a 2-round deficit.
Most definitely. Jin here absolutely farming orbs. Already can get a running back with 1 kill and 1 orb. He just used one 2 rounds ago. Phoenix only having 6 ult orbs to use his ultimate. Very strong. It makes it very reusable. He can use it so many times a half. It's just devastating. Right now, right here, we see an eco coming in from the side of the sorry, I managed to blank out.
No
Not
worries,
the
we
Yetis.
all do that.
Yeah. Oh, Darkman still finding one on the eco, but the other 2 were waiting for him to try and grab that gun. They were not allowing it.
Yeah, beautiful from Arca to get that trade towards Dakmund. That is, it is a 4 versus 4 as Zari. Oh, that's a beautiful shot, and Deep is out of it. So that's a beautiful start for the Blue Jays, as they are under an eco. So realistically speaking, to get this round, Rudy actually says no. we're not going to give you this round. Zari should be peaking with 30 HP, and he does. Rudy gets a double kill, and he went from really good to really bad in just a couple of seconds.
Most definitely, but we have seen these sheriffs over and over again absolutely decimate people. So maybe that might happen again as Heckles gets Rudy down to a 2v2, gets flanked, jumps down. Unfortunately, Modi was not having it. Shuts that down immediately. Mouse lost player alive in main. Did manage to snag a Vandal from outside of B.
Yeah, we can't take away Mouse. He's an absolutely insane player and always has been. But he's got one bullet and he's smoked out. And of course, with the Jin or with a fire from Phoenix and Modi, he's gonna get that double kill. And then it's gonna be 9-8 for the Yetis. And how the tables have turned from 8-6 to now 9-8.
A great back and forth that we have seen over and over again. Neither team wants to let this game go. 9-8, the economy looking very good for the Yetis. They can lose a couple of rounds and still manage to buy. However, Southampton just won't be able to do that. They need this round, especially if they lose, it'll be 10-8 and they'll be on an eco. That is horrible.
Yeah, the Yetis are fortunately, sorry, in a very good position to try and get something done, as Blue Jays do need something, as they've lost 3 rounds, as Heckles and Mouse have got something to say with a beautiful double kill. But Heckles is in a bad position as Jin gets 1. So a 4 versus 3, they've got sight. So Jin here gets fully killed, blinded by Mouse. And it's a 4 versus 2, now a 4 versus 1. Rudy has to do something impeccable in this position as Mouse gets a triple kill. And that's the round that you want from the Blue Jays to get back yourself into that round.
Most definitely, the Blue Jays knew that round was important and they did not want to let it go. 9-9 now. It's going to be a full buy from both sides, I believe. This round is going to probably decide the rest of the game.
100%. And it is going to go into that 19th round. And it is 9-9. It's such a close game between these two. Roehampton and University of East Anglia both going at it today, trying to get another step forward closer to that Winter 2023 trophy. But yeah, these games are closer than ever.
Most definitely here, the Yetis having Godo sit outside B, watch for any overzealous players while the rest of the team goes towards A. Phoenix unfortunately does get scanned.
What?
And Dachmund get over the smoke again! He can't keep doing this.
No, that is illegal. He didn't even see him. He had no idea. Just fully decapitates him through the smoke. And he just gets out safe. He is 10 HP, fair enough, but he just got a kill for nothing. The Jin, the running back, is going to come through. So realistically speaking, Dachmund should be dead, but they're not checking him. They are not checking on that. So the ult from Mouse is going to get some damage towards Ica. Dachmund gets another kill. And how is he getting another one? Jin is alone in a 1 versus 4, and Dachmund gets a triple kill with 10 HP and gets a 10th round for the Yetis.
Dachmund instincts are absolutely incredible. Just before his little dash runs out, he's like, you know what, I might as well just peek just to see if I can get something. And he does. And then he hides hell, doesn't get cleared, runs out the second the enemy team get confused by that Sova ult as they get blinded by it as it's right on their heads. And then he just takes out 2 other players while on 10 HP. Absolute star performance here by Dachmund.
100%, and yeah, apologies, it wasn't Yetis, it was the Blue Jays that won that round, as Dachmund gets another entry and gets safe out of harm's way, and Blue Jays are running away with these couple of rounds. The lockdown is going to come through for gold, though, for the Yetis, but realistically speaking, they're not going to get sight as a corner is free, and Dachmund is ready to go through. Modi gets that kill, but 1 player is detained, so the plant is going to go down, and it is going to be a retake.
4v4 retake with a KO ult being popped, disabling the other team's utility. They are stuck where they are and they can't do anything about it. 2 players in Gen. 1 gets taken out. Hell gets cleared. 2v2. 2v1. Heckles gets free and Mouse got the final. Very nice cleanup here from Heckles and Mouse.
Wow, what a round from Heckles and what a round from the Blue Jays to get the 11th round. A triple kill from him. And realistically speaking, if you look at this economy coming in from Yetis, they are going to look, they're going to need to force. They lose this round though, and again, against 3 match points to get it, hopefully, to an overtime.
This is it. This next round is probably gonna decide the series most definitely, as the Yetis are trying to hold on to anything they can. If they lose this round, it's going to be very, very rough on them.
100%. And yeah, Yetis realistically will need to win this round because it is getting out of control for them. 11-9. It is not that bad of a deficit, but it's so late into the game that every round, every second, every piece of util matters. As Mouse is alone. What a flash. Ica needs to go in. It needs to happen. But Heckles gets him removed. Patty gets Goldo removed. And it is not the round that you want from Yetis.
Unless Jin is able to do something here. Rudy does get taken out. Jin gets spotted and peeked. It's a 5v1 for Modi. He gets shot in the back and then Mouse cleans him up. It's 12-9 with Yetis on a terrible bye. It's really rough for them now.
Yeah, 100%. And Blue Jays, we have to admire their comeback. They're coming back from a 1-0 map deficit to winning Breeze comfortably, 13-8. And now almost winning the last map to go through the stages. And yeah, what a performance by them as well. But never say never, Yetis. They need this comeback to stay in the game.
Most definitely here, the Blue Jays. They were playing it serious the whole time. They did not let any loss affect them. They played serious. They wanted the win, and they're really going for it now. This is most likely going to be the final round unless they manage to pull something off here.
And we say that about Ica. Look how deep he is. Mouse just gets another one. Gold gets one. And that's
Oh.
exactly what we want to see from Goldo and Ica with the Bulldogs as they go absolutely insane. 4 versus 2. They can't lose this round. We say that, but Patty gets one. And it is Patty versus Heckles. The ult is going to come through. The no CMD. They're pushing towards the ult. Rudy gets one. Patty gets another. And that's the round exactly what you want from the Yetis to make it 12-10.
This back and forth is absolutely disgusting. They're not letting go of anything. However, the economy for the Blue Jays is quite immaculate. Even if they lose next round, they can still fall by. However, the Yetis cannot. They have to win all of these rounds back to back to back, or the series is over.
100%. 12-10 right now. And again, the economy for the Yetis isn't exactly looking the great, as they still have to get a Guardian and a Bulldog. Hopefully it gets a bit better if they look to win this round. And Jin, is he going to clear this corner? No, he isn't, as Dakmon gets one, but doesn't actually get the kill. Gets another one. Golden does get the refrag, so 4 versus 4. Very close. Modi has decided to ult towards on the box, but gets back in the meantime. 4 versus 4.
Most definitely. No silver util is really starting to hurt them this late in the game, as people are just starting to hide into corners that they can't possibly clear on the site take.
Yeah, 4 versus 4. Azari gets one. A 4 versus 3. Jen gets one. Heckles gets one back. It is a 3 versus 2. This is the game and the round and the tournament potentially. Zari's looking to stick it very low. It is Goldo in a 1 versus 2. Heckles and Zari, they're so low. Goldo in a 1 versus 2. Heckles is so low. Goldo has to win this, and yes, he does. And 12-11, and what a 1v3 clutch for Goldo to still keep Yetis in the game in the last round.
What a great clutch from Godo. He is not letting go of this game. Neither is the rest of his team. However, what I mentioned before, the Blue Jays are still on a full buy. So the rounds are still going to be as tough as they were the round before. It's 11-12. This is going to be the decider if we're going into overtime or if the game ends right here. It's going to be on how the Yetis play this.
100%, and that KO is going to come through. Jin gets one straight away, and that is such a quick kill. But Heckles gets one, but look where Ica is. He's already so deep into stairs. Can he get one to Mouse? No, he can't. Rudy gets one back, though. 3 versus 3.
3
And
versus 3, Omen does get paranoid and they get taken out as well. 2v2 scenario. This is do or die right here.
but Golda with the ult, that is a perfect ult. They literally have to get out. If they don't get out, they will both be detained. And Rudy on, oh no, have they won it? Sorry, the timing, and Rudy wins it with a triple kill. And we're going to go into overtime in the last map of today. 12-12, and what a round for Rudy to keep Yetis in the game. What a comeback from them.
As I said before, I said it the first game, I said it the second game, I'll say it again. The Yetis are such a momentum based team. The second they got that first round, they got the other two. They stayed in it. And I was 12-12 with a timeout from the Yetis. Surely they have to discuss how they are going to be able to hold this from Blue Jays.
100%, and already a timeout from Yetis to potentially probably calm down because they probably just shouted in the voice chat that it came back from a 12-9 deficit. And yeah, 3 rounds. They've got the momentum now in their locker because they've won 3 rounds. So Blue Jays, yeah, you gotta put some strains, and you gotta let Spicy Goldo speak and get something out of his mind to potentially see what you can do in this overtime.
Most definitely. Once again, they are looking to have the Killjoy on B as per usual with the KO there to help with the delay or help with a retake. Nice little bear here in the boat. He's chilling. He's been there the whole time.
Yeah, he's been chilling. He's been watching the game all day, or he maybe be sleeping. He might be just been chilling. He's been having a great life.
He's he's watching the game but not on the stream. What a fraud. He should have been there in the chat as well.
100%.
Camera giving him a little kiss. It's the end of the game. Might as well, have a bit of fun here and there.
100%, and I think the bear deserves a little bit of kisses as well as we're going into the 25th round, and it is the overtime. If you don't know the overtime rules, both one of the teams needs 2 rounds in a row to secure the victory. It is the last round, the last map of today, and the best of 3. Map 3, Ascent. This is do or die. Whoever wins will go into the next round in the upper bracket. The loser will go into the loser bracket and will play again.
Most definitely, both teams here having to have a decisive win in both attack and defense. They need to dominate, and I'm not sure how they're going to do it, but quickly they take market control from the defenders. Rudy trying to do a bit of spam, trying to get a cheeky kill. Maybe that's what they need, but I'm not sure it's going to work out as 3 players are in market ready to go into B.
Yeah, but they're ready for it because they're already broken door, so they're going to play really passive, as Dakmund is literally going to go straight into it with the rest of his team's Goldo. The timing here, he goes for the smoke, he could potentially get one. Yes, he will. Rudy gets one, Goldo gets another, Mouse gets a refrag back. It is a 4 versus 3 for the Yetis, as Rudy gets one. The Odin is working completely fine. It is just Zari in a 1 versus 3. 4 HP. What can you do in this scenario as you can't do anything? Modi gets another one, and match point for the Yetis. 4 rounds in a row for them.
Switching sides.
Now, all the Yetis need to do here is win an attack round, and the series will be over. Their momentum is insane. They've just won 4 rounds in a row, and they are looking for that 5th right now.
Yeah, they're looking to end it right here and then. Been playing for a couple of hours. They must be exhausted. They don't even want to play anymore. No more overtime. They want to get it over with and get into that next round. And it is doable right now. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. They just need 1 round.
Dachmund in his classic A main spot. Maybe he might even peek the smoke and kill both players. You never know with this guy. Honestly, it's actually insane. He is holding A main quite well by himself. 3 players towards A. Once again, the standard, KO Killjoy setup that you see on B, just waiting for the place to strike. However, they are moving up mid slowly but surely, taking that control, walking into short. It looks like an A hit might come soon.
It is just that. It is just that more than Mouse in this position to try and hold his Mouse with a bit of a good retake position. Oh no, look where Ica is. Just goes in, man. That is ridiculous. Dakman gets one. Dakman is the only person on site. We know how insane he is, but Ica, it is absolutely insane with double kill. Ica is absolutely going on a tear right now, and that could be the do or break for this game in a 4 versus 3.
4v3, the Yetis are looking to close it out. They are playing it safe, getting Patty. 4v2, it's a 4v1, and it's over. The series is done. The Yetis held the momentum for 5 rounds in a row after they were down 4 rounds and 1 game off. I mean, 1 round off from losing.
Wow, and what a round from Ike as well. Gets 4 kills in that round to win them the game and win them the series. And an absolutely insane series as well. Every single game was close. There wasn't a game that was one team was winning all the way.
Most definitely. The back and forth was insane. It was honestly a stellar performance from both teams. You gotta hand it to both teams. They kept it in there no matter what, and they were really trying to get that win from one another. But Yetis did manage to pull it out of the bag after 5 rounds in a row and being on match point for the other team for those 5 rounds. Insanity.
100%. But stay tuned. We're going to go for a little break and then we're going to come back with the team interviews. So stay tuned. And welcome back to the playoffs for the University Esports UK and Republic of Ireland WinTat 2023 Valorant season. I am Divin, of course, just co-casted with Cubley, and we've got the IGL of Roehampton Yetis. We've got Rudy. How are you feeling, Rudy? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Excited after that win.
That's good. But yeah, we've got a couple of questions, of course. We were excited to see you, of course, after that amazing best of three. But just a bit of a question, of course. Going into the first map, of course, you looked dominant. You looked like Haven was that map that you sort of came back from after a little bit of a slip up at the start. But then you kind of slipped up in the second map. How, of course, you as an IGL, would you change the team's mentality after playing for so long to get into that third map to get yourself ready?
Well, Haven we knew was one of our stronger maps, so we were quite confident going into that. And then when we played Breeze, we had probably the least preparation. So we went into it with kind of no expectations, just play our game. And we basically just said to ourselves that if we lose this map, we've got a scent which is strong for us. Obviously, it was a bit shaky at the end, but I think that was just us being tired. But I think the mental of the team's really strong.
That's good. I'd like to hear. Yeah, Kublai, do you have any questions?
Yeah. How was your reaction after winning three rounds in a row after being on match point with the other team? What were the comms like after that round?
Yeah. Well, I took a timeout straight away as soon as we hit 12-12
Yeah.
because we were really hyped and I needed to calm everyone down for overtime. But it was like 2 clutches back to back for the last 2 rounds as well. So obviously energy was super high, as high as it could be at 11 o'clock. But yeah, we took the timeout, calmed down, and we just reset for overtime. Obviously, took it home.
Yeah, that's amazing. But I would say, last but not least, really, what do you think as an IGL you would need to change? Of course, now you're very high into the winter stages. Now you're really getting there, getting close to that trophy. What do you think as an IGL you need to change in your game style or in your team sort of game style to sort of improve for the next game?
I think just keep building on our fundamentals, like making sure our reactions are always good and playing in pairs. I think is a very important thing for me. But mostly just like keeping the thing simple and not like overdoing it and making sure we're doing the simple stuff really well.
Yeah, that's really I like that. And Kubli, any other questions from you?
Yeah, I do have one more question. What really stood out from to you from the other team? Like, what did you see like a player do that you were like, damn, we really gotta stop this guy, or we really gotta change something up because something happened? How did you react in those scenarios?
I think on Haven especially, Miles was like just feeling it a lot. Like he was shooting us very well, so we kind of just made sure to tighten up on our swings, like make sure we're swinging together. I think he was really good the whole series, to be honest. So that like he definitely stood out to me, but I knew of him as a good player anyway, so I wasn't too surprised. But it's nice to get someone put us in our place sometimes, and then we bring it back.
Yeah, and but I think also having such a strong game as well so early also I think kind of brings up your mentality for the next game and makes you even improve more as well for the next game. But yeah, I'll say thanks so much, Rudy, for coming on to stream and answering our questions. We wish you the best of luck for your next game.
Thank you.
No worries. Anything else you want to say on stream?
Yeah, good luck next week or tomorrow. Whoever's playing us, it'll be a good game. I'm excited to play again, to be honest.
All right. Thank you so much, Rudy. Have a great rest of your night and get that sleep. You deserve it, I would say.
Thank you.
No worries. Okay. But yeah, I think that was it from me and Kubli. It was a great couple of games, of course. Haven Breeze and Ascent. And yeah, I think it was a very tired couple of hours, I think, from the players and I think from the staff as well. I think the staff did amazing with the production. But yeah, anything else you want to say, Kubli, as well, before we finish?
I would just like to say, everyone here, just thank you for watching. It was an incredible series, and I'm glad that me and my friend here were able to just guide you through it.
Yeah, amazing. But yeah, thank you so much for everyone watching. It's been me, Divin, and Kubli, and we'll see you guys next week for some more New Winter 2023 Valorant games. See you later.